donko ena ebe peja yemu nyina monim so agode mu nsem anopa bia de bremo e free studio ha mo bia nyina video mfam free ha na wani ebeje unu hu da se wo video to ha se o pe agode mu nsem papa no etie 05515 99933 05515 Mumfa mo WhatsApp messages no emrain 0244263902 also a video line with me at the brain if you ada into questions nkwa and I be entertaining ever ha second May and now if you ada questions nkwa question bia person busa bia with me at the eba na iyano at the emao yani Ghana Football Association President na second Vice President CAF Mr. Kat ES Okra Kuchuche nkomono so wasembia ho ninyia no a ode mema questions ahodo no wasembia ho fabra na yentoto adwen ho a nyame ya aduma kwasiada ebei Accra Sports Stadium Hatofok ani Kumasi Asante Kotoko big game the super clash ehun sempi na ebrubruso eba start e wo ho nyina no ye de bema o e wo dwumadi ezu titru enne ene nyame yadoma ochina ye de nyina bema o start ni nyina ye de bema o me nyi video favria na ye hwe de ebetimi ato ama no chat no the chat ni beguo na wahwe de beto e de ama no nti me nyi video no emfa free ha legends bi aye no mo edi nkomo pi ebi achirachira adwen de afansem bebre ho na de na omaka de afa Hatofok ene Kumasi Asante Kotoko classes enso ho enra yetie de chairman ampia ene tudwa efa Heart ene Kotoko matches ho na interesting pa ene hwan de ena ebeti a ono so kasa na omo kasa kakra de efa Heart ene Kotoko classes no ho enye easy cra you be mamo you some questions no bebre ebefa the cameras no so kwa bonten ahemfo na ene omo kwetwe nkomo edifa na ma hodo pi ho before this yenko eye Tony Montana wenra Europa matches so na for Conference League games bebre so say na ohu no fallout no odi hu sensem ebre or the transfer stories kakra ebre na fi da kanyina no and so yede aye efisem no enko a Tony drew some time ya na aye din kakra
apeke
ya sebo ya sem Kofi munya adwuma o all right P2 our responses ni excuses just be o wasamka ya sebo Tony
Godfather
yeah and now can say me manage ho pa va me ko ma dwen ho say woni Mickey munam okay na kwanya branch no efa so a usuru ne yire kakra no
brand ho asema na yire no
brand ho asema one ukazo usuru ne yire I don't know so who ye ni yes is there no problem by tea hall on the ukase say the usuru ne yire no wa famu adesua usua
menya pank ye nchire school
say na be man sim fa so
insuro ne yire enna form ma no
any that form
man ye nchire no school
yes so the make ye ne dey no
sa pepepe na ye me fe amfa modern ni agro
yeah
na
no ya hom brasia na suru kedu be bia na dani suru woni moda
make your combine na mienu nyina
well so on so be o na adwuma no
yeah
nje so o ye adwuma na ja nutrianeka all right yen to aso na memra na fi obi a nsua kwa make your transfer na ke busa no kwa your faso suru ne yire no
efe
o
se chiro school mo bia
efe
ensusua bi
all right and then 2nd May 2025 afia na keke ibenya 40 years
sir
yes
suffer keke onya kwada 40
na bia so ni we chese obeware uni plan bia so they see ka konde one hwe ya 50 still of keke so ya nyane anye bibia I'm telling you ya keke
suffer say dem pay fie na wo nti die na wo hia
nti nyame nye wire ma
sika so reverend man e weekly kwa no weekly allowances na easy a week. The reverend will be the
Biaba for as a spec. Munga kama me.
Oh,
Biaba munga kama me. Ba kuno ko in the investment o yebi umpa kokko no.
Eno na ha no pa.
Ya mo so for him pa bo.
Discouraging pa. So be invest hugely.
Yeah. No ba.
Ba would mean say obey your partner na obeja ho akọ. Na kwakoye ebrego.
Ba no no bu so for.
Oh.
Miki yen Tony yen hwe.
Na so for nso kontra nye ne o. Onu akontra. Akontra.
Oba banana who free no kuta new phones. It's in the box too. Keroko. So for pan anyway, na yen so okay, we dey into as well. All right, so for kiki at 40. And so within the
life begins at 40.
Life begins at 40. All right, yanko. Taking pesa no.
But that's CP award winner.
Yes.
Hey.
Nice man, no wife. Go.
Yemetiefoɔ ɛne ahɛfoɔ akɔ aba ɛmɛ na so yɛtu fane ahɛ nsɛm a ɛkɔ so nkɔfoɔ ekuro so yɛbɛkɔ Saudi Arabia Al Nassr Ronaldo club no sɛ ne head coach ne ho yɛ aba asɛm Stefano Pioli season wei Al Nassr ɛkɔ trophyless ɔmo ntimi ɛngye trophy bia na Stefano Pioli ɛna sɛ internally ɛkɔ Al Nassr club ni ma ɔmo yɛ a lot of discussions ɔmo sɛ ball na coach ne ɛbɔ no institute club no Emma club no entimi achieve omo target season way omo call ne nsapan omo NG trophy bi enti Stefano Pioli manager Emma Al Nassr former coach Emma AC Milan Nitikeka ahwa na omo etimi eja ne kwane mo guso a omo eye sad discussions no Argentina man no ebetimi aba Africa ha na omo ba Angola na big question and no because Angola ebedi omo 50th anniversary as part of our 50th Independence Day ebe happen November no omo to start for Argentina na Argentina omo ebo game a omo charge power between 6 and $7 million there omo charge and some official game no omo enso etimi abonti Angola for any Argentina for edin komo say omo 50th Independence Day no omo mra na omo emo ankofa akansie yemra me Europa League enra but Man United enya penalty na eto aso with a red card time of Vivian ekoso Rasmus Holland mu na sa red card na wo he our Kessben television so na no all team say no necessarily the completion of the game because initially omonya penalty handball Alejandro Garnacho referee anje and then omo double punishment oje penalty ti omo esan so Emma Vivian red card 10 against 11 from first half of the year ontimi no with a club like Man United enra woman enkugoro Ernesto Valverde at the share officiating Enaki William Ghana nia obo Emma Bilbao enra omo elusu United question on kamensa omo entimi anti Enaki sin said the coach edin kan edi tudwa somunya handball incident penalty Garnacho nsa e boy referee wanje na ahadwene ye papa na emom obi a awoye Bilbao fan fa show trim say bibia ne ho aka akire nkofo ka say game no over United wa sha 3 de Old Trafford obey adwuma ne fala wo se oye Bilbao fan a fa show trim say Bilbao club no capable say ameba England above over 10 results womo epe adwuma ma ye through the season there for all to see enunti emro mo so some about Old Trafford abe repeat enema enra Man United enso ede omo no enra player back or trendy ye pabesi nanopa Harry Maguire on the assist first goal United omo share now here dribbles Harry Maguire show yen enra inside out na wa cross ball na United enya omo first goal yen na Maguire din komo oso no osi be 6-7 years ago obi anim no say o pick ball or the ball move pa nti o kan ne tete no na repeat enra Casemiro so e ma go no efe Harry Maguire kasa just after the game.
Tonight, he's definitely, I believe, was the man of the match. He was everywhere, scored a crucial goal as well. I think the header was a lot more difficult than he made it look, with spin on the ball from Manu's header, great controlled finish. And yeah, obviously found myself on the right wing. It was a strange position to find myself on, but no, dribbling has always been one of my attributes, especially 5-6 years ago when I was a little bit younger and I used to bomb up and down the pitch a little bit more. But now bringing the ball out from the back has always been something that I've had in my game, and It's something that I'm used to doing a lot more in training than being on the right wing in games. But no, it's an attribute of mine, and I'm glad it paid off tonight. And Cassie put the ball in the back of the net, and it was an important goal for sure.
Sure doesn't. Just finally now, you rest.
Wait, Harry Maguire. Also, what winning from Tessino. When you say ball in French, any attribute, the strength part, and no, nonsense. So, I revisit in the canon, Wakaka timer, not Ojai now. So, on Timian to us because on Yakwa name Enra, our wing sono, and your position our table. Then so, no, sir, or yeah, the best in tea and at Sancho channel. A surprise will be any say a Yobian and so M1. Now, Man United, I'm a legend, Paul Scholes say. Game no done and dusted. Old Trafford United akɔhyɛ 3 hour away there. They are home no. Homo ebe win. Paul Scholes the message we mine.
All would have come eventually. Athletic Bilbao would have just been tired. Would have had nowhere to go. But 3-0. Look, it didn't matter at half time. The one thing I didn't want was concede a goal. Never like it was going to happen. So I think keep the ball out there. Don't give them a sniff of it. 3-0 should be enough. Come on, 4 and 5, great, perfect. Yeah, you're still going to go through, but 3-0 away from home. Just keep the ball away from them. Don't give them a sniff. Don't give them a kick of the football. I think if they kept the ball better, I think another goal would have come eventually. Athletic Bilbao would have just been tired. Would have had nowhere to go.
Man United, I'm a legend. Paul Scholes and Yatin can United 3-0 there. It should be more than enough. Say I'm be secure qualification. Na Enra Nico William na Mfakra. Pure out of himself. Enra ball who's cranty. Or man call for Ed Dalton say obetimi abo a bigger club. Nico William so many clubs Peno Barcelona. Arsenal yet to Chelsea Nesha Senka Enra ena omujina so ede assigning nanka no club nanka ebefa eye Nico William because Enra one share goal ono so a one assist ne passes nyina throughout the game 8 per 0 out of 4 crosses. Na only long balls on so mobi 1 shot and no crano na enye on target or dribble 25 duels no or 11 only 3 per and a winning ye and a lost possession 20 times of footballer near Jeffrey Samakoma at unity and one dear amfa ama Nico William Crack Casemiro say o match 3 na so return leg no omo ebeko with a lot of respect Obosonko na omo edebema Athletic Bilbao now when say the whole of Europe United nko any club out of the 72 teams are about Champions League Europa League no omo kwa club omo elusu game United throughout the season Europe there fantastic inti Enra 3 goals share na wo hwe Kessben television so inti kasi then Sweden ko show kana ya Jugaden Etsikanu bako Jadon Sancho Noni Madueke na for Nicholas Jackson 2 goals no na ma Chelsea win by 4 goals one said here Kessben television so na and summer Nicholas Jackson edit to John say omo started game no very very well na return leg no still ano omo emfa nso mo trim so ma she 14 omo qualify return leg no omo ebeye adwumaden pa to qualify nti enra a good result 4-1 wa away there almost done the so mo boss nko e de ema Swedish club e de Garden na Joe Cole former Chelsea player also Chelsea Enra omo travel from Sweden back UK weekend wey so omo ebebo against Liverpool na coach ne be contemplate rest any players no stress no also manager no otimi manage ni yipa momientie ensem an Joe Cole edituja.
It's a big job for the lads. I think it's very simple. It's rest now. The lads who played, but I think what he would have looked at this game. I think all good managers, they planned 2-3 games ahead. So they would have gone, right, priority Liverpool at the weekend. What do we need to get out of that? Who's going to play in that game? They'd have done this tactics. So then, and then they would probably then work back from that and gone, right, tonight, it's going to look good. Let's swap Casado at half times with Enzo. So they've got 45 minutes. So it becomes a little bit, for the players, I think it went perfect. Enough players had enough minutes. Everyone's injury free. Listen, it'll be a late night and you recover, but you go again on Sunday, and it's a huge game at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
We Joe Cole, former player, the Blues of Chelsea, and getting kind of where soon you na I call Herbal Hospital. So now I call German crowd to Sima. The more everything for crew so at the 2 hours.
Cratchy, Unemubua, Unkoisha Dr. Ban, we are then waha. When you don't pay me a dear, no one called Dr. Bargin said,
Hey, bye-bye. Yes, I go. What?
So good afternoon, sir. This is my father. We come from Nigeria, and he has issue with the leg.
The leg broke?
We don't know.
No, it broke. Ow! Me, I'm a specialist about bones. I will deliver you now. Then you go to Nigeria back.
Cratchy, Unemubua, Unkoisha Dr. Ban, we are then waha. When you don't pay me a dear, no one called Dr. Bargin said, Befa. Onupe de dumpe na dodo uda dumpe mbe wagodo empem wotimi hwehwe dumpe science ni dumpe wa bebo nsem wose ade bebe de nyuma paso so ani nyame kra na meka o numpem nim de ono na ye expect nya zanfo no o akra any kumasi numpem expect yen kan kire.
Yes, sir. What are you doing?
You are not specializing when it comes to bone issues. When in Pefe say you are not specialized in bone healing. Hey, you know that the man can someone called Dr. Bango. This guy's got one of me. Oh, but you know, look, you know, say Dr. Ban is the best when it comes to bone issues. Well, Doctor, please, you came to look for Dr. Ban, isn't it? This is not the right place.
Well, he brought us here.
Listen to me. I am taking you to Dr. Ban.
But you have a ban herbal hospital. Now, no question say you be a few three so busy when I say. You shame your running in two I say. Mammy, dear, and I'm a bumble and no good tapoma, who sees ya chia. Who could to J, when a man is crack. Man, ya wo can say, Papa, ya wo can say, the could to J and no one be coming. Bow wa, yen tenacima could to J, a kumobi. Bow wa could to J, you be two I say, I'm a nidia, a year pay. It is ready a one son any ye. When it does swing in answer, the woman they are cancer. Mr. Wako Bobo and answer one of Wama, ties up power, name will be pain. Branaya de Yenchen, yet they have buying cake and a better so. Yanko Padum, I find a better so. Nkaseni numpena etetina eha adwene nyina no Yankopa duni nyina beto ato a ama numpeni nyina aye kama Papa actually Papa Papa is working. Let me hold you here. No, don't hold it. Papa is working.
Herbal Hospital. Specialists in every kind of bone disease. Spinal cord, swelling of the arms, arthritis, bone injury, swelling of the leg with reddish color around it, and so on.
Ediana tete wo, ediana ma wo yura wo, ediana ma wo ni da so asa, ba wo ho a, ani da so wo ho. Ba ye wo Accra ye wo Spintex Road 18 Junction. Kumasi ye wo Atonsu Agogo Government Hospital na ni mo a. Ye numbers yi na egu asi freye. Ade bi e kire wadwena na se ye ruwa bi etete obi ano. Ye beboa ma nyaruwa ni nyina ase atu ama nkunimde awie peye. Ma me emfa ho ne ba bi a wo free ba papa. No kwasam se ene wiase afana nyina ni Nigeria ne Ghana ha. Ene ba bi obi a wo ne bi fra brochire bi fri hen e ba ba so ye. Enti ba bi a wo no panifo se adedie kwan nwa. Adedie kwan nwa. Ba bi a wo bia fo wani kire ba ya so ye ha. Na wo ba ya so ye ha. Sebio nya fe ne kwabrane ba be twe wo nan ne tenten bia maame. Papa ye de ahaban keke ena Nyankopon adom ye de beto so. Na numpene nkasa ni ba bi a cheche bia na ahaban be tenetene ni nyina kama. Ba. Achafo ba.
Ba Herbal Clinic. Hwehwe ye kira kwan wo Kumase. Atonso Agogo Hospital.
Any herbal hospital. Omo ne ko German craft on tikwaso na efre omo numbers. Na stay in touch neko na ekoje wiresa. Yento also eno Anthony the 94 eshe go tia David here. Omo your former teammates au United. Na the here say throughout the time na oni Anthony United no. At no point, Anthony Timmy share goal with the right foot said the Enra, but then the right no, share goal editanti after the government require said yes, one par and head the other 95 abba short and so Albert I told you, South Atletico Madrid, Epese, Omo Eto Anthony, Obolon, Adi Amabetis, into my United player no, Atletico Madrid, so I am very much impressed with London how far the money and so echo na Joachim a former Red Betis player club legend pa no or say Anthony there also be about for a mafomu de bia na turn permanently from Manchester United. Jabi Alonso pese oye Madrid manager na odomo FIFA Club World Cup na Barcelona na Florentino Perez so or give you so much prominence, so much importance or attach it to FIFA Club World Cup because Sika that's no 100 million euros. Na Sir Jabi Alonso free Leverkusen na Eric ten Hag so nia bre papa was starting ban whole points say opese obeye Leverkusen manager say coach edemo sesia Jabi Alonso enso free honoma yanko Luka Modric so ye contract no Junior Madrid because of the FIFA Club World Cup. I'm extending shortly after FIFA Club World Cup. Now I'm take a decision about Luka Modric. We can wait Saturday and a Barca. Airball against Valladolid. Now Valladolid for no na are Liga so Spain and unti coach Pesa Oye and Sacherepa Mark Andre ter Stegen ebeda make injury return obeda go post mo ama Barca ebenya French players be somewhere started Anthony and I say Ansu Fati ever started fourth Martin Christensen and Gavi yes but this is our game Barca and Omebono omo enso ebetimi and started Ochina week and our classic on Basso na Barca omo just name no before FNFA close to 3 weeks or prior game against Inter Obamese Valladolid Inter Real Madrid Espanyol and Villarreal games are FC Barca omo enso ebebo na flying vet Leverkusen for no initially na ombe somo tono abamini se somo adene e yasasa se omo ntono emfa emomo rival ewo Bundesliga omenya kombe outside Germany Madrid mpa omo enfa so meton flying vet so ede ne ama omo Man United pe Jonathan Tah ono so free Leverkusen as a free agent Barca for na omo pe defender no Man United for and so enya adjoining race no Arsenal any PSG omo pre a Roma defender Ivan Ndika make us a defender no ne ho aban for sopi e de Roma club no ama Arsenal any PSG nyana omo enso epe Aston Villa edin komo Sakavidi Branya or Free City omo nyana omo enso epe Christopher Nkuku ne reps no ebo Arsenal fonka say omo boy no available obe free Chelsea at the end of the season to Arsenal for penkwade omo betimi e de Christopher Nkuku enso edna bram de twatwo Liverpool aso ye Womo Elton Diogo Jota striker ben and eba attacker ben yet it is a Kingsley Coman Berminic omo French player no and a Liverpool near break pass omo nya no so a omo epe Godfather that Roma close to nsem no
yemfa na yemfa mo questions no ba and eba nti enche yebehwe eno so mu kakra keke and na chese minim se warning no se threat to and na odi Bremen sofo the warning ni threats na Bremen
suffocate
yeah me akra no ba ko bi o se me nhyase ma no ma hyase duru ba bi me san ko say no who's my catch up me ko say no to ye no no
ne ho sama e be catch again
yes
yeah no on ti aseke ko onya keko be search na
me hwehwa ware ama wo betet okay no anu akopọ ade but my pa mfie aduanan ni ka nkwa na nam all right yemfansia na yanko nyedua yene nyedua nkodi nkomo kakra na fe yemra mo questions no enso so fa de beka ho 05515999933 05515999933 monfa mo messages no emre 0244263902 na eno so no eho na video line no yede efa Abi ɛte sɛn
Erade adumo.
ɛde nyankopɔn ase paa ɛyɛ bi aba na sɛ Ghana de ɛyɛ black a ɛnim sɛ ɛyɛ aba yeah oh kuse na sɛ ade wɔni agye sɛ nipa kɔ no afiri mu ana
oh Debbie
go on sɛ no siafa ho no
Debbie mami wo de ya be ni njida
kuse what
be ni njida
all right but you nyedua
then
now the brain
me da say ete for any adult for nyedua herbal center catch na sabre mi do wadri na yetena se say say da biara da me catch say wapom de ho komotwetwe e na me de bro apom de ya ade a eho ehia apom de ya ade a esombo eno nti ento wapom den ajeje mu dane dam woni nko wapom den ho ma wapom den ensomobo apom den eyewede yensere yemmo apom den mokwa yemfiri apomuden ewo baby enu ti dane da sa wutie mi a ma wapomden eho ehia me sese de wofun ehye ho no ma oyem ehye wo no sanso na wapomden no ma oyem hyehye ewo ho se wapomden egye chimato se kima me pa che beye den se ubenya no se de na etie no ayese original phone screen eye den se ubenya original screen no me pa che de biara da enu ti mo wapomden ho ehia na wapomden obema na gina ne na so ebefa ne ntoma pa afra na timi akonkan a mepacho uhia se wode wani twom ewo nyadua herbal center kache enye se ebia office baby na mom yenuro no wode wani twom ewo baby a yeton aduro no eye pharmacy shop chemical shop and herbal shop okwa wobenya nyadua enuro ni bibia ato yenuro no eye mienu eye nyadua herbal mixture nyadua mf mixture and nyadua mf capsules mepacho open dodo etua oko k engine asue ya yawo emrom Abidjan house afei atonsu Monaco junction okwa obenya nyedua enro ni bibia ato emre ena yede ye adwuma sa wo hwe me number no ewo tv no eso wotie me number no eye 0554 36 56 31 0554 36 56 31 edino nyedua nyedua adofonom dua etro dua sayare dua mapomde mapa na dua enso etu yare ase onipa biara wotie me a malaria age ne nipadua no aboso mepacho wadra wo hia nyedua herbal mixture kane no se nananom ebenya ahoden a na habama omo benya ahoden a na dudo habama no ahini ene omo tete omo keka boma ne de ataja so dudo anopa omo benum bi eno ne ade a na etwa to a omo ye no anwumre ansa no mada eno ntina ahoden ewo honom ye papa no mo ahoden ye maame no mo ahoden empu ye nananom ewo ahoden mesese kane no obinya 90 years na owu kra na yesu na rehusu ye na rehuwo anasa rehuye esanse omunim se onyini ye nanso enei se rade ye wadum na se wunya tete I say praise the Lord hallelujah esanse ye nuane na ye die no emwa ye nya aduane pa enni ye nya mframa pa enhome emom ensupa kra no ye nya ne papa na ya nom ne sa esanse bibia asai ewo asase so yete ase na ya dum bi ene de te ase tro ne se ye ni nua na ba no na ye mfa na haba no ensa yawe enu nti sabro nipa biara wotie me sa wo pese wapom din ejina ne na so wo pese wapom din ekon kan ede a ene adura wo hia eye nyadua herbal mixture malaria eye ya de bone yawe bi asato hye onipa dua ne so a ne kono eden papa etimi makasa kra ho ye den ede ma o eja wutipa ye etimi ma honam nyina ye wuja malaria ba so waposo nyina etutu me pa cho se wo tu ase nso na wo anya edu papa a ye fe no nyadua herbal mixture anoma ebe ye den se beko na ade ba ko ne se wo de edu papa nyadua herbal mixture ne kana na akote kakra sa na malaria parasite na di na edwuma wo de ne ti kosie kope ba bi onipadua ni mu ekote enu nti omo besisi wo ho so enti won wi abekas oh malaria ne kome ho eye na wajai edro no enom e pa cho wujai no ma no wate wo ho se edro no emma ni padua no ebie mu ede a ene obejai ne dwumadie ba bi okotaye no obefiri hɔ no waba aba be di udwuma abro sade na ɔyɛ no eso mesro so wotie me a ma wapomden ehia wo ma wapomden ensomobo afi me pacho se wotie me a ɛwɔ sɛ wodwun wapomden ɛho ne titiw no sɛ malaria ɛbɛto hyɛ wo so a ɛduru ɛwɔ sɛ wonom ɛyɛ nyadua herbal mixture me pacho tie di ne yɛ ɛma me ɛyɛ nyadua herbal mixture malaria mposuo ɛduru me pacho malaria ne kono eden wutu ase a eden hye yare ba ko eba osu a ensunsan so boni bebre na ededo ni peduanim no kyerɛ sɛ enye yare bi akeke eja wuti paye ema wonum eye wonwuno ede ahomre ba oso ede honam ya eba oso etimi ma onekra esi etimi ma mu eye wo ya medofo eno ne bekyerɛ wo sɛ enye yare bi akeke kane na eduro bi editu malaria ase na ne dia ne chloroquine ena obo ne din kro bi ankai ne din no dodo na bekai nanso wokɔ famase wunya bi da esanse na eduro no ehoɔden nanso malaria mo no benya amoden buraduro no so eno ntina wono ma me ba twa ntimi nya adwuma bia me ba twa we de aye de mo ye haba ma nua hini ene yakeka aboma ye de aye nyadua herbal mixture ono ma ebetu malaria parasites nyina ase afri ni padua nim amonya afa hode edi no eye nyadua o nyadua me se emedua enyawo se dua nya wa eye musuo na momo wonya nyadua herbal mixture enonom na fetu malaria ni nyina ase efri ni padua nim na nya afa hode adofonum se wotie mi a ni padua na hoɔden egina aduane eso anu to nipa bi ehia se odidi na wo bedidi a ɛwɔ se wonum ɛte wontumi nsɔre anopa ɛnkasa me fa aduane di ne saa kwa aduane bi a wo se otimi te ne de enu nti se wonum aya kwansidie e de ama oyefo no obi won mo se ye me yam wo me obi se na kodidi o se menum nya me de me kon no aduane bia me je se me ntimi ni aduane bia me dofo wo di yefo no na bro wo di ni padua no abro e wo so otimi edidi na eduro beboa e ye nyadua herbal mixture e boate wonum e ma wonum eda ho wotimi tia wo so ntenti se da de bena e san kwan te sabroma wotu ni nyina egina se wo benum eduro yefo ni nyadua herbal mixture me pa chow ma wapom de ho ehia se wo ani dia ni padua no ye mre eni subre eba oso wo yam ewowo meshow ento ya foforo e ma wo yam de ba ye kra no wontimi nkunwe wo san so kwa akofa foforo e de ama ho meshow didiye ni nyina ene se wonum ebeda ho na dro ba kope ne bebo e nyadua herbal mixture obi nso se ena ho ye ne den pa o edura na dwo wontimi ena opre koto ha no opre akoto ha wo bre e wo ne na ho mepacho ni padua no ehia homeche ye sori anopa e de eti kobubom enyimre ye kofie ye dware ebre so se ye danso a osipoi mintimi na enya adwen bi na eha wo nemum enana ena ema afi ade echi awa wonyare nso wonti apo esanse wantumi ana edre bebo eye nyadua herbal mixture sanso fa phone no ne boy number no ene doctor ntwetwe nkomo frɛ na echi enchimo a ebro medie eso ye number no ye 0554 3656 31 0554 3656 31 me say nyadua dua yedro dua sayare dua mapomden mapa na dua enso etu yare ase afa nyadua mf mixture na sa ne capsules me say onipa bi ehia setena pa apomden ewo mo edro ye woni nsuo ene wo ne topaye nyadua mf mixture na sa ne capsules no so wo pani nsuo ana wato open topaye ana wato eboa mo wapomden ejina brane eboa mo apomden ekonkan eye ni paduanum zoom lion eboa propre fin ye fin bi afri ni paduam efin afa aduane mu ensuo mu anasa enframa mu akoni paduanum no se wononom edro efe ne nyadua mf mixture nasa ne capsules a ebeboa na yifin nyina afi woni paduam amwa apomden akonkan ankasa me se yensa apomden ye ma apomden mokwa ena yemfiri apomden wontimi meka se wapoden fama menkwa yemra for wapomden ma menkwa ba bi se emra me pa chodo bi eno ntida da mo ni nkon wapomden eho hu se wodidi nkon ade wonya ne pepepe obi won ma osori anapa otimi di akone aba ne ho ye den odidi ma ne hoto no eno ntu so oh me de menyare me ho ye hwe yare esie woni paduam ansa na pie owedie nani na wodidi nkon ade ene ye duane no eye den se ebenya ne pepepe eno ntu hwete ni paduane mo prapra ni paduane yifin bi afri mu na edro no eye nyadua mf mixture anase ne capsule capsules pharmacy shop chemical shop and a herbal shop so ko ne ka show say nyedua edro no asa nemom edro fofo ma eye adwuma te say nyedua mesio men toto asoko enim na obenya bi ato mebre na so ntino fa phone na boy number no for doctor and then ntwetwe nkomo ofra nya abotre na church wo ha mo kire no obeti onu wayi wo sem bisa nyina ano ye number no ye 0554 36 56 31 0554 36 56 31 edino eye nyedua
abi ye bedase pa before so bako yi na se dem se kotesu kakra na o maka se bia unim hu bi misro pa. All right, why efe anope nyedua momfra numbers no nyedua momfra numbers no na bebia bi obia se de waka no kopa bi na nomsa nre na ebeboa oye papa. All right, ye beto so na ya hwemo questions na amode aba no emu enso kakra bedefo wa ha na ye biebiem na mode ba na ye kiradwen se ya de adwenche bi eba efa obi question ho na sa wo so wa adwenche bi efa ho a ba cho antentema na ode aba na ye nyina ye to adwen ama bibia aye kama pa ye hyase ade a free tema justice and anyway a free tema by good morning general which is a memorable commercials and ticket of a Heart of Oak league encounter from the assertion of your panelists, especially with the games played in Accra. Justice and Abetuwe Agum Sisia. Afemi ko agogo. Fred also ewo agogo. The one was the last time a Kotoko Heart of Oak encounter witnessed more than 3 goals in a league fixture. Fred agogo. They are the abandon. What was the last time a Kotoko Heart of Oak encounter witnessed more than 3 goals in a league fixture? Our outie no say.
Yeah. Yeah, bo Kotoko ne asabo.
Yeah.
Ama goals na ye share no.
Yeah.
Goals na ye share no bro 3 ibia 2-2, 3-2, 4-2. Goals I bro 3.
All right. It's a drew her. Good morning, Kessben Sports. When was the last time Heart of Oak beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko home and away in a league season? And did Heart of Oak win the league that season? Sebash Salaga Edie Enono. Please, within this week, I overheard Andy making some analysis on Kamavinga and Chouameni. That if had it not been the fact that they are from France, Madrid will have sacked them. I want to know, per Andy's analysis, is there any link between Madrid and France? And could it be the reason Madrid players are always on top of getting the Ballon d'Or? All right, Solomon Jesse Podolski, Udwe Ifri Amstead, Mampon Campus, and Abre and Anope. All right. We also add a by line we fresh by a car monty. I don't know. 0551599933 yen fresh. As our kind messages now. Okay. The club licensing department approved some stadia, including Bechem, Bibiani, and Abrankesi for all Category 3 matches. Meanwhile, Heart of Oak are playing matches on this stadia. Heart of Oak matches against these clubs not supposed to be Category 2 matches? If yes, why do they play on those stadia? In those stadia, okay. All media platforms have been silent on this, but Midfield action shouldn't. Mr. Bonsu, for sure, is monitoring the show and can't miss out on reacting to this. Even Dr. Franco Naro, from his hideout in the UK, cannot miss out on this. Africa must reason. And anyway, by Andy Minim say, what the question now? The buyer say.
Or the person say, maybe has a bobo.
Yeah.
If you know issues with Heart of Oak bobo will go. but Yama Bichim, I think he mentioned other teams.
Yeah.
You have some venue, no?
Yeah.
Yama the cars to play their games. Oh, I didn't think Yama almost
opportunity. Any Abrankasi.
Yama the approval to play. But I didn't think I had some quality going there. And penning for can once and say, Omo venue, and fit. I also on the border Ghana Premier League, and I cannot. You know what they say, and cannot.
Okay.
No, the discussion of myself, our own guy. Now, the Pacro can walk a branca city. A branca park and a packet 12. So, you, be Adam in a chance score, and I was so impressed.
Yes.
Even a branca say pitch, branca says to a kind. You know, I'm yet to meet any of your centers.
It is
pitch now, me nice. So, just a meeting, that's all I'm going. Me nice. So much impressed.
Okay.
Has issues now. It wasn't an issue of the pitch. Nay, the security zone. And I know more raise concerns say on license but eventually they work on that. It was Folk and then other team. And I need raise concerns say vision the crowd. You can hear say vision the crowd. Mom, look at the security zone. Am I ye baby and ye boob, you know? Say Hokro, mom the lances to play. So why are they saying that league venue ye is a CI mono? You overlook see a house of football, so it has been discussed.
Okay. Or they are back several times. So Africa was reason. Or say I silent.
Yeah, can't answer. And I remember my examples here.
Be now only okay with your response na answers na the amount and over to the aba na yashwe also. I want to tell you all that Bibiani Gold Stars are winning the GPL. Gold Stars Aji Nyame Farm Godfred Udwefri Suhum and Abre in the end discussion now I said no questions ebia na dwen say Gold Stars the beje now unso adwen e kire say yeko we when na dey abetum sesi a Nana Kwadwo Amakom. Hello, please tell Andy to tell me which of the Chelsea midfielders can start at Barcelona and Real Madrid. Okay. Nana Kwadwo Amakom, the also the Abre and Sisia, I don't know. My answer way, my mentor, my teacher said, okay, please, I want your pundit to tell me if Mikel Arteta is a failure. If he fails to win the Champions League, looking at the opportunities to win the Premier League over the seasons, and I've refused to win it. Greetings to all teachers at Soda, Domiabra DAJHS, Mami Krobo. We every Sokodia inside Mami Krobo are from Plains. All right. And also every home. Kindly ask Andy. We say kindly ask Andy if he believes in witchcraft. If yes, why is every witch or wizard not rich? As Safu Jemfi explained, those things exist, but they don't always win. Most exceptional footballers have something under their eyes, or is it not? Or it's not? It's not only talent. Haven't you seen a doctor sitting in a wheelchair but healing others? Nana anyway if you were and Abrayan.
There's no connection.
Interest you.
They all can don't even park in so. Or say will be a barefoot about this guy.
Would also be a would be lady.
Mijidi.
So
yes, Mijidi.
Bayi.
Yeah, Mijidi is a bayo. Yes.
We know the cry. Let's go for the bayi.
Bayo.
Bayi be I.
Bayo.
Bayi. Anybody.
They don't know who's attacking you.
Yes.
None was so yet.
But we're a different area. Crowd in sports. Bayi.
No, Arabia.
If you dream.
And your monster board, the mom could be
maybe board, okay.
Oh, attack you. Me so attack.
They will even be.
Mo bianco can we be at through. O kwa waju sika di kwa.
Abeyifu nyina ye nyafo. Who sika nia? There's kafo fi abremro wa fodio. All right. Which Chelsea okay, which Chelsea's EPL games left? Okay. Does Andy think they can make the top 4? And unya we
okay. The person Chelsea game say na aka.
All right.
Me ogidi so be make it top 4.
Okay. Kingsley and I do a free tamale and so abrayen. Me ko salaga na se bash the ode for obai. Also saying Kessben Sports, when was the last time Hearts of Oak beat the Santi Kotoko home and away in the league season? And did Hearts of Oak win the league that season? So also and away Eddie Free Axim Amos Eddie Free Axim and Abajo, which are the players to look out for as Ghana begins the under-20 AFCON tournament tonight against DR Congo. All right. Axim and Amos the way free by. The under-20 squad released for the AFCON has too many forwards, and I want your panels view on that. Philip, Cape Coast, they also the Ebetumu and no. Na miura aha and so kakra among for the questions be efa habaya na quickly and also a free ho Julian Caesar or say obusa monsem way. Okay. Julian Caesar shall say the free a hinfa. Okay, Marim Russell. Or say, good morning. Can your crew help analyze the major differences between one, the current Barcelona squad and Pep's era? Okay. Number 2, the 2010 UEFA Champions League winning Inter Milan squad and the current one. The 2010 UEFA Champions League winning Inter Milan squad and the current one. Number 3, the current Arsenal squad and previous ones that missed Champions League semis. The current Arsenal squad and the previous ones that missed the Champions League semis. Number 4, the star-studded PSG squad with Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, and the current one. The star-studded PSG squad with Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi, and the current one. Yeah.
The difference.
Sure. My last question goes to Benjamin Michael. If you were in Coach Mansu's shoes, will you have prioritized Kumasi Santi Kotoko winning the league at the expense of your own job and livelihood? Please, my question is not a rhetorical one, but one that elicits answers. Mickey, please kindly come and remove your mouth. Julian Caesar, they also Atu Egum Enono. Sergio, what did the magic for Manchester United yesterday? And how did you see the center referee, Apino, and Ebusa Zebui? Then a year magic, no, and Manchester United referee, no, you saying, okay. And if he also to be Efaha Ebrain. Your last week, your credible crew didn't give us their best GPL 11.
Yeah, I know. I think it was last 2 weeks. And it'll be beside. But
yeah, but GPL.
But my time now.
Yeah, time now. Name it my GPL best 11. Yeah. Is the difference between club and sport? What's the difference between club? I said, we see football club and sporting club. I see the sporting club on Kumasi Santi Kotoko's bus, but most of the clubs are football clubs. So let me know why Kotoko has a sporting club on their bus. Is boxing, in boxing, is technical knockout the same as knockout? And then Fikandaha, anyway, Abre. Technical knockout any knockout in boxing also of a difference. Okay. Afi yanko okay. Didi mi hu de enso ewa ha. Most Real Madrid fans believe that Lamine Yamal can't start in their club today. I want to know from your superlative crew if they support it or not. Okay. Didi enso dia obeto ogum sisia no. Me free Didi die na me call Kofi Toronto, Canada. Can any one of you update me on the outcome of the Dreams RTU match where RTU fielded unregistered players, unregistered and ghost names? Okay, players. All right. Kofi dia also the Aban was saying and I could see it.
I saw more punish officials of RTU.
Yeah.
And one de go see. More punish officials of RTU. Okay.
Supporters are always there. Are always there for their teams, whether they win or lose. But for penalties and victories on the pitch, their hands are not in it. Only a coward referee will listen to a crowd to take an unfair decision. And teenagers say, or supporto Nana Ampia. And some no kind, okay? Yes, or supporter no pa. How can supporters win penalties and games for a team? And duty. They can shout, yell, cry, and do all sort of ways and means. But players win games for their teams, not even coaches. Emmanuel Ampia, thank you very much for everything. Okay? What you said is true and real. It makes sense. And all the way you support to say, Andy, in the Kotoko Aduana match at Kumasi recently, what role did Aduana supporters play for the penalty the referee awarded them? Kofi Toronto, Canada, anyway, ever. Meaning some no what in Asia.
No, dear.
Not Ampere can
say. Kofi just reacting to what I said yesterday. Nanaka say supporters and win a match.
A team no winning match.
Yes, and I'm gonna say partly I disagree because you know players no born. A lot of them are granting interviews as several as a testament. Say venu bi o this is Amford in area there. You know, it is not just people be no much tracy hokwa, but the players will tell you so Amford that will read different grounds. So take it Fenerbahce Stadium the players will tell you so Raven in our baby. At a point Kotoko was called Fast Track Stadium. And there you know I didn't know and I'm Kotoko Fast Track Stadium view. And I'm saying that you venue should be Kofi don't narrow no. But so you follow of the Ghana Premier League that you know a venue need be say you ubedia dance say baby penalty in France. Let me give you one example. Why Kotoko ne became United?
You everyone's on a questions in the first batch, you know. What do you mean? How you everyone's what I said there?
Okay. Kotoko ne became United. Emmanuel Jemfi penalty means will be back. You know that penalty. Supporters the winners happen at him. There are a lot of venues who are Ghana Premier League from Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, BC Premier League. Venue be what decision who are supporters here key. Even say you substitution from the bench. You need substitution France in a substitution or bench in the BR. Until we are not saying we accept that the players are the actors on the field of play. They call the shot and they decide everything. But games be the players will tell you say and numbers now. Remember 4 years on by remontada no musi but about 80,000 capacity here empty. You know who push the players? Why is it that Madrid da Fema Vini Nyabola or born a track on I go and stand in front of the fans? No radio almost all back on one they should ginger them. And to support is so part to play in football. Until I'm cast and I'm not saying no kind partly I disagree and you know I'm still insisting. Say in the Ghana Premier League there are venues be or corner baller. Foul ne penalties in our supporters is a key in taking those decisions.
Well,
Kotoko ne Dolphins e Ukruma. one of the goals, Inkum the ball by. Inkum fell down. Supporters chanted penalty. Said you know Dolphins will be now. Meanwhile, the referee didn't whistle the penalty. Okay. One of the goals, Eric Bequin. Eshe Markotoko winning the game by 4-1. It's me everyone to the next stage of the CAF Confederations Cup. So said you supporters have influence. There are a lot of penalties here.
I don't know straight more catching and ampere someone in Yagrin.
Say not some the bad.
No, sir, some Nankasa can say supporters supporters in the winning games. They players in the winning games. Sada Nakan, supporters in the winning games. They players. So part now also only in Yagrin. Now supporters beat me winning games. Okay.
Supporters beat me winning match.
Yes. All right. Saying I was watching home. I want Andy to do the current Asante Kotoko and Hatofok teams combined 11. I see. Agrosso the way free Kwabre Swedru. Wow. Kwabre Swedru a bank group bank. Kwabre Swedru. Oh, okay. And also I don't know. Sunday Kotoko Hatofok and Asia. Also, combined 11. Wow. Simple, straight, and precise answer. Who wins the UEFA Champions League and Ghana Premier League? I need an answer from each of your pundits. Sikapa Methodist Hospital, Sikapa Methodist Hospital, Buraso, and Ediway Abrain. My question is, when is the FIFA Club World Cup commencing, and how many teams will be involved? Nanadu science tutor, Trewakudia Senior High School, and Apejawe, and so Abet Gums is here. Ede ama yaino. Meko na why dear and etwaso. It can happen that English clubs will appear in all finals and in Europe this year. Arsenal, Man U, Tottenham Hotspur, and Chelsea. And has it happened before in Europe? Kwaku Suarez, UDS, Tamale, and Ediwe Abraham. I want to know between Lamine Yamal and Mbappe. Oh, okay. Lamine Yamal, Mbappe, and Neymar. Who will you choose? Or who is the best player? Shaibu Edwe Frimoshi Zongo and Abraham. Lamine Yamal, Mbappe, and Neymar. All right, and I will try and tell you. All right. Are they?
You don't compare apples and oranges. You don't compare apples and oranges. Yes. Say Ghana, and I was in the US, one I be tobacco. You don't compare apples and oranges.
Sir.
No. Mbappe is
not the crop, but just
no. You know, comparison now. Why do you compare Neymar to Lamine Yamal? Why do you compare Mbappe to Lamine Yamal? No, these are guys who are almost show almost class at every level, and they are established. You do almost compare great players. So what I say, until Lamine Peso do I just saw bro, he's on his way, and if he continue like this, now to say that no game or dem I know some maybe or San Siro, not fun as or maybe not you know I will show the class. That is why you get to that level.
Okay. General, ask your pundits if they watch a game at Tamale before, Caladan Park, Ebo Akwando, Sports Cafe on the Diwiaba. Now, those days, Caladan, Saka Park, one way ball order. Okay, all right. Akwasi game, the way for Brahmana, but you're doing a fantastic job. Please, I want to know. The head-to-head between Hatofok and Kumasi Asante Kotoko Okan League games are now. Yeko Kade, Nana Kofi, the way free Kade and a brain. My question is, if United win the Europa League, have they had a good reason? Have they had a better season than Arsenal? Okay. If Europa, Man U win the Europa, and Arsenal also fail to win the Champions League. I feel now we have question. We are Saudi and I say, Obakasa Man U and your better season at Arsenal now. in spite of the fact that Arsenal never top 4 no na Man U number be cry.
Man U so be Champions League.
Yeah.
Into many double with Arsenal. Man U Europa now they will play in the Champions League in the Europa Cup. Arsenal will go away empty-handed.
Yes. It obviously a better season chair Arsenal.
In my opinion, I would choose
your
United
opinion.
yeah.
Okay. I've been out of town for some time now. Okay. You know. Actually, I can't want some back door. Why? Yo, please, supporters can't win matches, but motivate players to win games. Reverend Tony Wilson, Aprecia. Also, there no yensa aka ewaha. Why there ena etwaso kwabena boatin the way free asin fosu. Please, this is not a question but a suggestion. I would suggest you encourage us listeners to sometimes Google some of the trivia question, rather than always repeating and answering same questions each and every week. My suggestion do that's pa. Enti na the onoso de aba I don't know. When you show questions ana ebi repeated.
Ebi o ya na eji repeated. One say you know obi a on a line of questions. Argument there a lot of issues ba. And we are in a fanatical world. Barcelona ni impene that so Obeka se Lamine Yamal be ba start Rodrigo be ba start ya Lamine Yamal ewo Barca. Sanse na Madrid ni impene that se Obeka se Lamine Yamal be kwa start o Madrid. Obi e boni team ho man. Eti se ko yesa de o se de emfa nko no mo discuss. You know.
Yeah.
Eti me yes sure say Neymar Mbappe Lamine Yamal de no. Argument akoso wo baby.
Yeah.
And obi di abase ye hansa. Enti sana di nipa kro why na adwene obi e defending the teams. Intinya de obeka na jeno a obeti. And them had those questions on a poppy up.
Akwese friend the way free Brekum Chelsea na Abraham team manager. I'll say good day to you all, General. Please ask Andy if he still insists Lamine Yamal still doesn't possess the skill sets of Ronaldinho and Messi. You should go and ask Dimarco and Ubokunu ana Akwese friend the way and so
Because you are Ronaldinho dana. Wa hwe Ronaldinho dana. Tony Mompe Ronaldinho video ketu abi mama wa na akosi ya on hwe ade. Dino no omobo no wo fem nko a o. Say that media fem nko a no bobo. Ronaldinho e free fem kosi soro ba bia no de bobo. Na na ni free boot na esi fem no ko kan ti. The ponytail no ba bia no de bobo. Until Ronaldinho was he was a different player. He was a different player. Messi na say hano. Now all I Messi there or can't Lucio no water Samuel ni Christian Kivu.
Okay.
And Jose Mourinho will tell you also Becca kick him. Kick him.
All right. I agree with Andy. Andy came 100%. Supporters win games always. Even when the players go down, when they see the supporters, they go up, okay, and win games. Supporters are very key in all games. Yaya Mohammed. And anyway, and so about the Yaya. I agree largely with Andy on supporters winning games in football. I recall a crowd of folk and Liberty Professionals at Kalrendorf Park at Dansuman, Accra. Hearts of folk supporters were behind the goal post of Liberty Professionals in the second half of the game and could imagine they really insulted Daniel Eji, the keeper, rough. Okay. Before realizing, he left the 16 area to the 18 area, and Mahatma Otu scored hat-trick in that game. Sergio, please, where is Mahatma Otu? Why did he make a message way and so bye? All right. And there no be see her nothing quickly. Yakwa for commercials ka krebi aba. Mami ni danso. Sorry. Osi a friend Adam Sunyai. On the way, please, I want our Mohammed to explain this commentary word by word, especially the highlighted words by Peter Drury. But you had to confide into me and more. Okay. Why on earth can you call Manula a Greek god? Adams the way for Sunyai and Abreye. So I commented when you answer case I TV. Fafa 0244-263-902 0244-263-902 na yembo sa commentary no emma na awa emma na dwinkyerɛ mfa So Greek God now. They yes. What kind?
Say Roma have risen from their ruins.
Yes.
And I say Manolas,
yes.
the Greek god in Rome.
Yes.
The unthinkable unfold before our eyes.
Wow.
This was not meant to happen.
Mm.
This could not happen. This is happening. Barcelona, extraordinarily, 8 minutes from elimination. Di Francesco does not know where to go.
Okay.
Iniesta does not know where to look.
Wow.
It is the Greek from the mouth of Olympus who has come to the 7 hills of Rome and pulled off a miracle.
How do we know good?
So you can't know.
Tiki no way won't just get go. So tini and make it nibia, minim de cabello. Yes. You comment to me.
I did not want that team to do. First class IT.
Was it?
And it was the
on phone you
anyway, go make it trip or the bar one thing. Or the bar one thing.
So they make you can say, okay, so I'm for good trip. With my taking years.
No, make you a slow learner. Or a slow learner, and you're the emphasis, or a slow learner.
Miss me, fun is a slow learner.
What is that?
Lazy.
Where the office who is in your lazy, you know, with the 1 power, what's wrong, Mickey? Where the office who is in your lazy, that.
The man who encouraged some people to resort to Google is referring you to questions on facts and figures and not those on opinions. Okay? I got him very well and understood him. Alaji Mama Salia and the way buy. Or questions are oko Google on Sabekan boko na what making kind. No what twama. You also are a opinion keke. So I had to focus on Tikotoko mame combined 11 and know their opinions. Okay. And also under the bar ana kama. But nipo this question the bar and it say adibo is simple oko Google on Sabeka. Didn't know all the brains say you may answer man.
But
and then what do you think
there are
about
some things also you can go on Google.
Yeah,
you
but
not
yes,
get it.
yes.
You will call Google, but
yeah. Obviously, I know but he just want to have our opinion on that. And you're wrong.
Yes, okay. Me kwani what scientific herbal hospital na ma fankra toka krabi abaiba. You be first part of questions no ho adwuma de amamo. Ye nchakra ba sia.
From Makwaba, about New Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I create a boom near the infidel was war. A juma, oh, ya swear has he, ya swear had ye. Yes, I'll buy a sabi near time a good amount, said the coconon. Name boom, ya do to a fiducial. The Mephidium, the medium at the potier, the Yarian Breo, Nesamium in ya, Yarene do in the piano so. The Venezuela Yama to Yariasi, what the editing said. See, baby, I said, what to where they are here, which you to ascend him.
Open what scientific hospital, Dr. Phobius, your Jumani say, and Buna any time or what dear Eddie Dumiano, Yenyamu, Nafe, in Nuakasa, whom my friends have fight to chemicals, no. Yes, struck the same in Runo, Nayan from friend no, and for a mount. If you are kidney no, Yaria Bemo, kidney no essay, young Guana Ganaha, yet take a buying, Eddie dialysis, our kidney not say I could do said the Young Nyarishemu na nyadi dina for ni chiremu ewo ni what scientific hospital bofra ban eboye ama wa diabetes ye ni bofra ban ene nyama bi efra e de mawa ebebo ma diabetes na o sugar e cost rupi no eno so aboa ama etinya bofum ebia na o hwe misisi na o problem pa e yo mema sem baba bi wonu a onya tenkan kwa so babeda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya na no oba ehyemu a ehyemu ana adwo ene obo so atese ne bema no ensore kra ebia na e no bi ada so a wonom yo ba na utie me na se eya wo no problem ebia na e fibro na kosi a wo no kwan ana wakwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosi mo ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block ye obebu okura wo sebo ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan bema bia na hu so e na wo form nkwawan e wo form low sperm count na wo okura beba beba ne hu so mo no na e mo no be friend say spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obeni what scientific hospital a enfidie de ehwe wo beda di amia wo se problem bi wo no mo a ye timi ehwo aduro na afi aduane ye be kyerɛ ho adie pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofie timi mo amane obi so hweme na ne bia stroke akawa tompam ye kwa wo ye ba wo so timi okasa na pampan boni bi akire friend halitosis yadeɛ baako a ɛyɛ no wɔn obi ɔpɛ wase obetumi aka de akyerɛ wo a adeɛ bɛdi unya ɔkasa bia na obi atwene hwene ɔkɔda na nyimrɛ ɔda ɔdwo nso ntɛntɛm yɛ papa mo mpanimfoɔ no efiri 40 50 60 years ɛkɔ anim no o prostate na yɛkɛse prostate enlargement ɛba saa ɔda ɔdwo nso ntɛntɛm ɔdwo nso bebree ansa na adeɛ akye ɛma ne nka akyi ɛmɛ nkɔfa katita ahoma nkɔto bɛmɛ mu abusuafoɔ bi ebere ne nti manya adagye a mo yadeɛ di a nyadidie sɛ ni what scientific hospital Ghana ha deɛ o pa ya sabe ya dia befrim die fidie edi twe enubena ena afa hode ni efra haban mu edi sa o ya de ma wo a na eye ni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya Dansura bank no ene bi eni hwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 08 7687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyanko Pwanda Rumenti Wanoto Ebema.
Mid Friday edition a questions nkwa na mubusa na echechere adwen de efa ho. All right. Emra so mame nkwa abejafo na awa mame nsa sem fa free way.
Yeah, Sejo bibisa say clubs are omobebo the FIFA Club World Cup no. Sejo 32 teams na bebo that competition no. For the first time FIFA decided say omobe open up the numbers no. Initially na yengina yenim say ye Kobo Club World Cup see ya champions of those various confederations, you know, because UEFA, CAF, the CONMEBOL, the CONCACAF, and the AFC in Asia. But this time around, FIFA have decided to open up numbers, you know, mama, numbers na babe dosu. For the first time, you 32 teams. The FIFA Club World Cup expanded edition. Because so USC. So Sergio tournament in the on the 15th June. Na ended on 13th July. So Nipakona was sending question on Shannon Susa. So you memorable Kotoko has games, especially in Accra. So you near more memorable to me in as much as a go and mem, but it was more memorable. Now Kuma na Bequin 2008 when Kotoko played Accra Suffolk at the Accra Sports Stadium. And that was the day Kuman making sure say be Bequin Bekopia Obe Makino. And it was that season where Kotoko was on a winning spree. No more should be a left, right, center. Near Jemo squad, no, the likes of Jordan Opoku, Adamu Mohamed Sarki, Kwabinayaro, and Eric Bekwin. A very, very strong Asante Kotoko setup. But that game was so memorable to me. Because one of the games are Mema who say memorable. In as much as I go and mem. So Joe Binsu besides said the last time has defeated Kotoko home and away. Sergio, this was 2009-2010 season.
Okay.
2009-2010 season. And Ningina Samuel Afum and share those goals, no. 1-0 in Accra, 1-0 in Kumasi. But unfortunately, House of Folk and Timian Twaso and we need the league, no. In as much as we defeated Kotoko women away. It was Adriana, and that was the first season Adriana Bar League Moa. And that was the first time in history. Ni anti bida, yehu bida. Say obie free relegation or bar Premier League no ababeji. The later Betadu squad no team na moji Alanski do mo squad na mo koje no. Emmanuel Alan mo go fesa kamone kutimi ball edwuma Adriana 1-0 sa omo 1-0 go project no. Eno na Adriana etimi to aso e dey win the league no. Sejo Kotoko games are I witness more goals. Now say yeah na 2-1, 1-0 no dosu and a draw. But say yo memorable ones among for Bekai 3-3 na I see ewo Baba Sports Stadium. It was a very, very memorable game. And even though in as much as na Kotoko form, Kotoko enim so omo be discipline across of foot. But Kofi Abanga make sure say Obema Kotoko midfield no I non-existent on that day. But say yo one game I know so more memorable 3-2 na ye witness here near 5 goals be no Mukwala scoring 2 and I think say Kotoko etimi the opportunity and Kevin says be ko mistake the pani back pass na went me amano. That game also witnessed more than 3 goals because it was 3 on the part of Kotoko and then 2 on the part of Accra Suffolk. In as much as say na say ya na 2-1 1-0 ne draw so no e draw so mum e no na figures I draw so power within Kotoko and has games. So Joe under 20 team no like you some couple of guys amobe wuremu are very very good. Abdul Aziz Ababe Kaun and of course you nyan say Jerry Free one also Ababe an integral member of the Black Stars nowadays so no Ababe wura. And so one guy meti say owuremu me very very happy a certain Arafat Mohammed a Nima boy wakwa joining Norgeland the Denmark League no and Denmark Norgeland team as a omuma Ghanaian players a lot of platform you the likes of Kudus Kamal Din Sulemana the likes of Enes Nana Nyamamu etimi ewuremu and within short time they burst into the European scene. And then we can say Kudus a Premier League player and Ernest Nyaman so a Sinakan the French Ligue 1. And I think it's a very very good platform Arafat Mohamed Konya and Clinton Diodunsu from Cyprus Wababe squad and said you a very very good squad and these are the players I said you we are there to look out for as the Black Satellites of Ghana begin their journey in the AFCON under 20 and then yebebo against Democratic Republic of Congo. Said you and a game near 6 p.m. and you may and any DR Congo bebo and ebe here say betimenya that match winner in the first game. I bet me a ginger your confidence going to the subsequent games here in Senegal, any Central African Republic, ebebo. Net me when we say bet me do the next stage because the last time I me call under 20 World Cup, say you medical say 2015, 10 years ago, and we're looking forward to seeing say this time around your boys no bet me about more day. Say you squats in the forward no dorsal dodo. Yes, say you. Forward no dorsal. I said start forward liners. And my kai 2015 and you kai Senegal squad no. Demba Cisse, Demba Ba, Sadio Mane. Sadio forwards in kwa forwards be 8. Your ball group stage we na Senegal ntimi an pem an konenim. Nti yana like I said who more options e wo anymore no nti yana e touch him in terms of midfield play and also the defense no. Se woni omo am de do so betimi supplement to team na ya na forward to ma we confused recently Nigeria kura benye bi na a lot of forward liners Victor Osimhen, Victor Boniface, Ademola Lookman, Moses Simon, Ahmed Musa nti ma coach we confused why na odene mo why na on na bench but in as much as a coach Desmond of this squad na bananti ye beto omo chi ni ahe ade a betimi aye etimi ade aboy ama ya win the under 20 AFCON na ekoso e wo Egypt no. So Joe be besides say boxing knockout any technical knockout ni any say bia obi a punch obi say Joe obi punch obi na ni pakono to form referee ne count 10 na di pakono ontimi hu na ni so yie na nkampese wa ba gina ring no so obeko eno na knockout technical knockout de eno ye referee ne end game no bout no referee timi ka say da bi ohra ni pakowe se na esi abono no ontimi anase bia ne ringside doctor ebia ne doctor medical doctors omo heno ebia e corons na timi ka se da bi we me ha untimi nkontokwa no yen ende eno so ye one of the technical knockout anase bia se jo wonipa ana wo team ba ko betimi aba be ka se da bi ye ma o kai Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury bout no ama Deontay nipa ba ko two towel e ma ni ba ringside no se jo no che se yem client no ontimi nko biom so eno no a technical knockout
enough
ntimi to aso because we to aso a enye ebia na same different bia ba besi so that's the difference between knockout and then technical knockout in about so Sergio yana eno no e confuse amanfo pa Sergio bibisa say e likely say ye betimi anya Man U, Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal in the final. And a banasa at least each of the European competition be a obenya English representative. Arsenal in Champions League, Tottenham, Man U in Europa League, Chelsea in Conference League. So you be see that, but say by 4 teams they been see that. But we've seen a year country be any reps in any of the club competition, no? Especially a year 3. We say you be maybe not European competition now UEFA Cup and then the Champions League and later on change the of the UEFA Cup no be Europa League and as I see the Conference League by. But first in the UEFA Cup, you were UEFA Cup Winners' Cup and yes our UEFA Champions League.
Okay.
So in 93 say Italy had 3 reps in all those competitions, no finals, no. Because AC Milan were in the finals in 93. Unfortunately, they lost to Olympique Marseille. And then Parma were in the finals of the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup, and they defeated Royal Antwerp. And of course, Juve also defeated Borussia Dortmund in the UEFA Cup. And SSA Europa League, no. So a BSC da.
Okay.
But say Ubenya 4 teams there, no nema England, you know. I an upgrade over Italy because this time a bit me I 4 because Arsenal in Champions League final, Tottenham and then Man U in UEFA Europa League final, and of course Chelsea in UEFA Conference League final. So and also bit me a record case here a bit me see within those competitions now yeah bono. So I think that virtually I'm done with my
all right. And quickly maminko na minkofa Amuzu herbal. Dr. Amuzu, mefa ninsem hwam kakra, moma yente Dr. Amuzu kakra, na fe yemra andikem enso eho. Basisia.
Fadia, mema ahwefo nyina kwa aba ba Amuzu Herbal Clinic. Na megita minsem Amuzu P Herbal Mixture. Eye dura bi fadia tuma ebua honam yaw. So bi se doctor meti yaw me bema no mu. Idon so a meti yaw, na se idon so a me bre. Anase me be ma me pepe de wuhia ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture. Doc many me reach yan ho sanemi ana yaw pa na mete se we na wo ti se be ma de dura mekanfo ama wo no ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture. Obi se doc me hu se me jonso a ana jonso ne nyefe ana pam no wo hye pa iri jonso na echi doc me jonso ase na bia kam mo sa se ma ya se me ya Bema was a how no me can for Amuzu P mun nya beko the oti yaw on in tohwe no mo de ni tohwe na hono sankofo nyina no me can for Amuzu P e ma nwate obi se doctor me jonso ana emu apai we na msen obi se doc me jonso ani nso kwa dotro efremu ba ena obi se doctor me koja na so se me chemu a obo se ka fre na nso man efreba no ba de wuhia ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba so a otie mi a obuni se wi a echire no pampan ko na eka ko na eba me kan fo Amuzu P e ma wate oba so ode po how white how nso basa egu wase ne pe yie pampan ya no wo shape o wase oba ojon so oti ya we wadro ya Amuzu P Herbal Mixture oba ebu nkeka ye na che mamno kasika fiu na himfie bia na abie ni kuru na no ekọ ho apampa ya ohu no nya panketwa amasabi ni confidence no kwa na ekọ form oba bi otie mi a otimi bu ni nsa in bleeding obo sa within 2 months no bu ni nsa mprenu onya kekaya na ya osa pa Amuzu P nu masa nyina ejai wako twa scan de so wo PID unu kunu hia ni nsuo nyina se na asa na chi aba enam kekaya na akogina upio de numu nti onya Amuzu P nu mu a sa how ni nyina be come ho ato say nrei ukọ pharmacy ukọ drugstore herbal shop obenya bi etu no anya bi ato wokumasi akodani herbal misi herbal apidank omo mbrom sa nso na icof ni Colinac omo Ashtown Accra ukọ Kanshi Drug League obisa na nabuache Kingswalk Tinates Repass and Hallows ebi etu nro makon anase dudu pirano ukọ no so pa Amuzu P a obenya bi ato se opese no semise bi a peti bi so fa na manefre for further and better direction Amuzu P Herbal Mixture maudi hio chalo beda hefuasi.
All right, yemra na yentwaso emfa emamo yentwaso de emamo Kessben television na uhwei sanso na DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 yentie kojo mahala kojo boku mahala kakra Heart of Folk ene Kumasi Asante Kotoko Games onfa kakra emtu eni mansana mako andiho kojo boku I ready into you.
And Chenomo Bebo. Some you know, but in a person. No, person who good football, no person Kotokoreni. Person who good football, person be who say, Omo me no mu chile bibi. Now the end no Kotoko afarin. And I'm person me. Chile bibi says, and then I'll pursue who park. So more bobo. Enye ntokwa pese omu mienu nyina omu chese ball no omu nimbo e na chese players nso de show madwum say ball no omu bo no enye omu nkwa no omu bo so we player na oni nsi bia o bobo no api bibia me bobo no me pese season ria ida se me kwa trials o team bi mu enye local southside anase chese me ko national team ade ane hye me team no ba wo bobo na oni saa ne ma no wutirima also nya target as a player nya bibi enye se league na da bia wo bo 90 minutes ni hia da bi chese bo no bo achieve bibi Ghana no be bobo na jidin no ba sika ne ma because sika ni edin dia obeje all right but wo pese wo konye sika also dia chese o ye den ukosoro na be kosoro na eno ni baby adu sika no beba no one sana player lifestyle abroad and no manage team to one team to spend day on the guys maybe do more dance here the lifestyle of a player sana say here any player someone on them social media and na say for mass and football and my players players in there as empa na wo kan omo mfele ade me ma boy wi e bia metimi aye ne ma bia e bi wo kra na me ya me sa de adwene to no se me pese bia ni pa bi be hu ba se fo yi de omo mfele ade me nkola obi ba mu hono Tiago ni baako ena omo kasa se ya ntimi ba platform da be no koboku smart anase second division league what me akotena won se obeyesi omo na beji omo na obeyesi on fi ball no on se de ni esi gen but league na wo bo no wo nya bi mu a wo be pre bi abo no but fi ball ni de on ndi sana players na fantie omo prefer ball no esen so mbebo club anase bibisa eno omo ya ade a sanka niema bia o cheso omo de esie no no de abeto ne start no ma posi one ne girl one ni we na me manager ma hwe asomade wo player wa hwe asomade me hu am de musika be ma me de musika be to buto ama let me nyesa engineer ma beble ono mo fa ne say simple but any pair show mo ena akola no de obi ayi bi ba panyin no bi nya bi da se ne ye ka kire mo de meto omufo wa obeti mintime mo wa obeti ni tie wenti a ebedu mo bi na ne mi nyina ye pani ye twe fire bo so what I say no lie e ona be win say na ka obi nya obe ya akora bi mbatu nya because nine na dey bobo na amanfo dey boy engineer no e nine na hiu enyo pressure minim say na hiu ana unim say na hi za e bo ko to kwa mi play no supporters ni bi eboa me asofo ebisi eduru ebisi se ni se me duru ya broni ehwe eso me nine no a ko hwe mara na ekotwae no e no say gam ne she kotodwe no mfimfin na awe edine ma kotodwe ne crash no ti agi se me operation tani ese edru no obi ato me o se me ma bobo ese mi mfia me wo o se me 9 ni res ma bobo aya sempa so because me ne pon kotoko training a ye pon ya 5 o'clock abis park ache na makobo bi me na me moye nchini no but ye area ball no eno na me bo na akobo sa na me ni here rest because me kotena me kwa bridge me hunu player bia even enkura me coach wo mo no eduru Saturdays at 9 o'clock ye training wan ko training kro betena fi o mebobi akora bi a wafa ball ato no ho so opese obobo no omo mmobo wo mfikyire ida so okwa akɔhye gym no aye gym be 1 hour bi no akɔhye fi na so okwa akotu mrika ba se fiefo obobo okwa akɔbobi no but I say omo ni sa discipline once and kado ho be hye team mu no also person a professional player there so you be as a professional.
They may go back to the question and I'm maybe cut to because of the time. I drew a boom and I said, I
drew the boom, so boom, someone in Yankopon. Into a draw boom, but I know near a and I drew a boom into Mengas if you own your training, a room by the Bama. At the time, I do near Juma. A draw near Juma, say a lack. What I say, so coach a lack. Majuma Amuye, will be all the lack in them. We will call by interview on cancer be so no.
Okay. Kojobo kumahala ene dia fem kakra. No. Tony, something of the two Jaffa Asante Kotoko any Heart of Oak games at appropriate time enti and so answer a second person and din komo awde ensem tuja efa Kotoko ne Heart of Oak Sunday and as I game no baso. All right. Andy ho na ose nine say ehio kojo si nine yes the person says I me overuse nine no and I say yes
say nipa you know body kura no overuse a unya stress unya stress na wan home a oyare nti nipa no kura body you don't have to overuse it but yeah na there said you obey any day just an advice to the professional footballers say unya rest your person can go to training and was am boy engine and I be boy entire there be unya rest
no kutenisika no ashasmade na okoto players also ashasmade on few they no can
I say me fwane so oh body division 2 obia kura ni mo oh wakosha asomade and they say obakotoko dia obe stadium bi hu na so nti and I remember telling players say enye rasta na obey na be mame am me hwebo ma hu so nimbo born ye na ye mfa rasta na ebo last year na me hwe me league players better na me obia ye rasta obia na mbuzo mzo ada ya always say we to see we my hu and I'm say born na your mom siru na do anything today but what the born to na no a na hu say Messi what the born to na obia rasta ti born na ma ye hu say unimbo enye oti rasta obey nti menene ya adwen se di no a game no e stages baby o ho e uduru na abasomade mi no kra obi anka hwe nkyerɛ but se wo chance ye from fam dia se the be a wo ye Star Wars Division 2 you know wo ye Star Wars Division 2 bobe na bo wo ko chasomade akoyese akogye dia dem dabi you need to concentrate on the phone, build yourself, prepare yourself and hope that unya the opportunity you live up to expectations. Sa ni menu nyina en kan hwe.
Okay. You have questions no so.
Okay. Obi se me se Chouameni ne Eduardo Camavinga. Enye France for no mo ya anka omoja omo kwan. Na connection be na France ne eye Madrid ewo. You know connection a Madrid any France won say. Team se wo wiase nyina. So una time na so obe follow omo their philosophy, their system, and the kind of player they go for. Based on history of their former players. Players omo bepo ball ne kwada baby omo free no matimi ehu said that be. See a player away from baby say ba otimi bon Madrid. It you know in the previous years omo say kotoko ko be omo has a fabo for aqua players has a far way omo ni nyina nso omo say so obotim we near the oba kotoko aba otimi bo obotim we near the oba ha oba otimi bo because of adwuma Roman Copa ekoye Edima Real Madrid Bobo no from the first time no more dominative European football a free ball Real Madrid are consider French players into upa show mo team no time omo ko 32 years omo beji Champions League ewo the then Amsterdam Arena and their friend Johan Cruyff Arena no na Christian Karimbu was part of that team no a French omo ba 2000 ewo France Omo peshe Valencia 3-0 no. Na Abrantia, your friend Nicolas Anelka was part of that team, or your France in time omo ba Handen Park in 2001, 2002. Zinedine Zidane, Claude Makelele were part of that team. Omo you French guys. Almost 10 years, almost back so almost any players, no, they included Karim Benzema. No, being him the Karim Benzema from that time, the baby seen the oye or mad with the team name. Rafael Varane, ne pair with Sergio Ramos, who be any Majuma Rafael Varane, so Ababe Yedima Bubu friend Real Madrid. Into so much national almost pay, almost almost go back to the institutional memory. No one who said there be French players, Eba Bobuku friend Real Madrid, or Mutimibo. So French talent be a sorry. I didn't think a young conquer Fanny Manimba. Benzema the first, second, third season, Obi Okabia Bekaya. Real Madrid nearly sacked him. At a point, Gonzalo Pipita Higuain played ahead of him. At a point, Alvaro Morata no free bench crab and Bobo Chem. But still, Fiorentino Perez kept faith in Karim Benzema because of the history of the French players in Real Madrid. No. And Chouameni, any Kamavin Gedi home. Even of the two players, they've won the Champions League. But in terms of talent and quality, per the standard of what Madrid need in their midfield, those guys ain't show so much. Until almost still I believe we say, give them time, they will live up to 8 billion. Until the history of French players in Madrid, and I'm still like Mantian and that's all. And say, Joe, so fana so sha. If you say Real Madrid bobo koni na start here, open foreigners or Mabo Madrid do pa Brazilians. Argentine ba na French players na ba. And untina Emrantian that so that is the connection from Roman Copa and the baby see those players. Untina guys don't enjoy. It is the reason why Barcelona don't joke with Brazilian players or South America players because they cannot write their history without them. Obi say Chelsea players midfielders being the best start to Madrid. Enzo Fernandez for me will start at Real Madrid. Madrid in a type of a number 8 in the B. Omuni a controller in their midfield. Upon all the players that I mentioned, including Jude, the player that will help you to control possession, that will help you to dominate midfield play, Madrid in B. And until Madrid in team dominate midfield play, baby, you know. And I feel Enzo was the quality to play in that at that level. Mikel Arteta ne Man U the day you know match me win person alcohol. Now Chelsea. Chelsea matches na aka no 10. But say do test Europe kakra they can qualify for the Champions. Okay. Against Liverpool kwesiada. Onbebo Newcastle United. Onbebo Manchester United. No Marco City ground akobo team and Nottingham Forest. Chelsea last 2 games somehow win it. Liverpool already they've won the league. I don't think they will put in much effort in that particular game. So Chelsea can make something out of that particular game. Now Newcastle United, almost team Arsenal, 8 team Man U, but only Chelsea they are netting for them. And in that game, Chelsea can settle for a draw in that particular game. And then the City ground don't be here. What he said you and there is almost shame against Nottingham Forest because our grounds netting. Honestly. Chelsea chances of qualifying to the top 5, no, they know I will fem. Okay. The men who can me, I will fem. Unless they play above themselves. And yes, idea it will be very difficult. Current Barcelona team and Pep Guardiola team. Okay. And I think that's the difference near there. One difference near. Number 1, quality. Individual quality. So team no individual quality. No. There's no play, there's no defender in this Barcelona backline that can get to the level of Carlos Puyol. Okay. Obia Nuru Daniel Alves ewo backline. So far Javi, Ofa Busquets, Ofa Andres Iniesta. Omo mudina Obia Nuru Omo. To talk about Leo Messi, Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry and the likes. Into number 1 year quality. Number 2, and I say the Pep team, how dare you so dominated the Pep team. But a team we open and dominated Bebre matches maybe open and dominate. Show more against Borussia Dortmund. Open and dominate Bebre. It was difficult to dominate the Barca team. No matter quality I would remember. It was difficult to stop them. Okay. Again, it was difficult to beat the Pep Guardiola team. Inter Shetre, Dortmund Shetre, you know that team. But it was a team. Bon, ubenya bi kura de onaya kana obepre. Now will control in all departments. And the individual differences are huge within that particular team. And for me, those are the differences. Team we acquired the demo do what attack or be an omopo. Team we ultimately leave possession easily. But that team experience, technical quality, individual brilliance, and generally it was difficult to stop them. Even Lionel Messi yourself was so much difficult to stop. We no say inter team no back no anyway mo difference no ye dey. Sa inter team no din so be share 3 goals at ya almost ajo. I'm not saying they didn't concede 3. Almost first on Barcelona boy don't concede 3-1. But it was difficult to break that gap. The national Lami Yama de Marco Christians give him more. Omo beba be you free hokra. Cambiaso the Jan Stankovic omo beba be clear free hokra. Nti now omo ye players omo put to the highest level. Bebre Cambiaso was at Real Madrid when Timmy Amo. What Samuel was at Real Madrid when Timmy Amo no nom job buy. Lucio was fading off from Bayern Munich and Obai. Nti na ye players omo put to the highest level. Lucio won the World Cup in 2002. Omo put to the highest level omo achieve. And I know more experience no more baby share. I agree. So we team way for Inter Milan also experience pa. But in terms of individual achievement as compared to those players, Samuel Eto'o had 2 times Champions League before coming. Wesley Sneijder Bon Madrid and Fa Enawaba. Milito Friasia Honebai. Until for me, the difference no sir again the individual quality between the two, the leadership roles on the field of play and the pedigree of those players. And again, Diego Milito was exceptional in terms of goal scoring. Samuel Eto'o and the sacrificial job for the whole Eto'o to accept to be always at the defensive zone. It was tough. For me, and Wesley Sneijder type of a player, Kahanoglu and there was our quality in Biba is not up to that standard. For me, the China wall in that team, it was difficult to break that China wall. Again, I'll say the star-sided PSG team, any team here with difference near there. Number 1, a teamwork. So if you team we are, almost a teamwork wom, born no mulusu obianante, opia banechi, opia buajumaye. Almost said that the roles are distributed very well, and obia work all yen rono. And share Parascalia baby or bed drop wa babe support to no Mendes to stop Bukayo Saka. She baby a Dembele be move diaba. She baby a bakola bab baby or the beba. Eti Desire Doué, she baby or to free beba. Na quality no wasoro. Name admit me a change game with ease against Atlanta or Peke bro from center chin will be at the buy. Mbappe can run at ease. Di Maria, Lionel Messi, Tom Tubonse. So Bawachia tactically they were indisciplined. It way with teamwork as compared to them. The next point is that almost a team where coach in South teams now. I agree Thomas Tuchel did a decent job. But say your team where almost a coach at almost and you say now the coach is seeing no more. So before Dembele from wins. Now then about the force that they're working for you. Credit to Luis Enrique Martinez Lucho. Into team win general who said teamwork no a womb and the last near sacrifice. The last sacrifice. General football and sana player be benya glory no players na sacrifice them. Into everybody was talking about Benzema, but go and watch the sacrificial role Vinicius Junior played and sana Benzema ebeje the Ballon d'Or. Go and watch the role Rodrigo played for Vini last season. And son, Cristiano Ronaldo. Sacrificial job by Benzema and Di Maria aye Marcelo Maya Diama Ronaldo and Yajuma Ketwa. Ejuma Iniesta Moya Diama Lionel Messi and Yajuma Ketwa. Even at the World Cup, it was Di Maria in the finals. But it will be as Messi. Inti that sacrificial job, your ability to track back, join the midfield, making sure someone ye jay ye ko say obi anyina hokwa ye be defend the cross striker be defend bino. That sacrificial work in this particular team general is different. And one thing is that sa team no na stars ne ta pre pa. Ebu a crucial game as a name prayer. Crucial game as a variety prayer. Crucial game as a Thiago Silva nyo. Inti na also how inti that is the difference between the two.
All right.
Obi say eno magic be na Man United here and ra.
Yeah.
I'm saying no United shoku wiase.
Apino minimum or Man Union.
Or say idea magic. Eno agino magic United here and say Imranti na no ho den wo Bilbao team no omo yo free ball. The two William brothers. Omo no hu pa. Omo three back the system played those guys out. And Danny Vivian red card also was key. The Marcos Beneche, Danny Vivian, Yare Alvarez.
The same Bantam.
A Bantam 35 minutes.
Yeah.
Until now, but one thing is that United are determined in the Europa Cup. 12 games unbeaten. Lyon match, the baby could do back, everything be come back. Until for me, the team is really working, and the level of players and the kind of performance I'm put you up in Europa is different from the Premier League. Yeah. And anytime Casemiro plays well, Man United plays well. Until that is the difference. Obese Lamine Yamal, Madrid team no started. The form of Lamine Yamal in there, but Madrid he will start ahead of Rodrigo Goes. If as United win Europa and Arsenal in the medical, you know, that is it for the foreign. No.
All right. Yemrefie.
Lucas, man, shame but my shame into the mind, mamma.
All right.
Or say, Go Stars Belgian League, you know, na ope your opinion. Said you, Go Stars or man to me and you league never you be young.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yes.
We are be losing.
Aye. Ebe you be young. Me reason you know, say. Say Dr. Ike ye bullik. Na ya bodu say. Na ka 4 games e will league him. Plus in so 3 points. Na say you but 3 games e will home dia our chance. Eche obi ya. Kotoko bebo has. On bebo mediema. On bebo Go Stars. Hwe match the dom ed ni nyina den. But Go Stars say you hwe matches na aka na. Omo bebo Accra Lions omo the 16th. Omo bebo Karela omo the 15th. And Kotoko omo the 4th. Inti said relatively they will play weaker sides.
Okay.
And na Brekum Chelsea omo the 9th. And no kwane match omo beko awe. Inti so hwe omo set ya, you know, anu obi other 16, anu obi other 15 your body and just more.
On struggle because we as a team no or try to avoid relegation.
At home, so person will league. Now we bought Accra Lions or the 16 go fear. Now we go start a struggle. Only what is so person will league. Yes. Only what is so person will league. Because our features we hold the market to cause more and the first. No more but 3 matches to whom I league on be winning them. You know, any team that mean business will obey match to win them because opposition is strong. It is a whole struggle in apart from the Kotoko game. Any Brekum Chelsea the end difficult because Kotoko every team new Go Stars they are face up but something because Kotoko difficult feature as a vision very difficult. Yeah. Okay.
I wonder why Andy said the GPL 11 is, but they will try. What makes it difficult? If you, I would say they don't give you the list even when they are asleep. And then if you should join Zongo,
okay.
Also follow your league now, and it's difficult for you to pick the best 11 from your league. You know.
It is
now
follow. It is difficult to follow the Ghana Premier League, and he knows.
Saint.
How many matches are shown on TV? How many matches are shown on TV? Is there any La Liga match that is not shown on TV?
Okay.
Is there any Serie A match that is not shown on TV? Is there any EPL match that is not shown on TV? Those games are shown on TV. It is a joke. So what you could say, Bishop Bancha? Be an MMC Man United ni Chelsea. But me bedru fia. Mesa ba benya Nottingham Forest na Aston Villa hwe. But here the annotation no mu yi no kra Martin say no mu yi. Enti ono na afi no ono ankasa ye PR for a club no. Me busali team bi mu asem obebre. But say odi team that you correct matches. It is difficult to follow the Ghana Premier League. And again, player no je no correct one match. Odi opa hwe mostly. See, because obi anya the combine 11. Ubo se Kotoko ne Hearts dominate. Why? Because only team out where they be are. And if those games are available, you know, but me kwa hemat. One game na be. And it is difficult to just use one game to say that this player is the best. You need to watch the games consistently to know how consistent the player and the individual quality the player possesses. You know, there's nobody in Ghana. I also want you to Ghana Premier League now. The person will struggle, including the coaches. And they are saying a coach, Karim Zitokai. Also, got to players no need more. He is a Ghana Premier League coach. Also, him got to players. It is not about we don't follow the league. We don't follow the league. How do we discuss it? The reality is that we don't show the Ghana Premier League on TV. You know me waka. Kotoko has be the whole season. Apart from young apostles, the Kotoko boy and the match be now young apostles about TV. So how do you follow this league? And you don't blame the media. Blame the people who are in the thick of events that are supposed to avail football no to people at the doorsteps. And until then, crown or more fear no. Who be Man United or Becca 11 or Becca Nina. So be a TV no who Ghana Premier League in Waswa. You know, those days, even when we were in the rural areas where we were not following the league, our stadium no. So do sports highlight the crown matches now. And they recalling the players in the Ghana Premier League. McFish will be seen in Kayom. How many times did I watch my fish? You're searching me and I say, how many times I'm here do Poku, you're searching one those players. But I can still talk about them because, you know, games, but the highlights here around for you to enjoy it. But yeah, Ghana Premier League, yeah, boy. And if TV stations are who do say, you back on them, you know, and also I got to connect has matches.
James Go, same way, I'm say, once and for all.
Okay.
Oh, what the grown tia, Kotoko. Old players are my coaches. I'm coaching other teams na almost share Kotoko, and as person almost share Kotoko, and almost share Kotoko, almost celebrity goals no on Tiasia, or they call from poor man so, or they call Kotoko coaches Nina so Unyai Ubia, Oma coach Oma Bokotoko Dana. I say, Joe, do you think it's important for Frimpong Manso to talk like that? He's only creating enemies for himself. You should have kept it in his head. James, who celebrate here, boy. Okasafa match, I only got to go one, boy. Just say, I don't know.
Enemy way.
I don't know.
Frimpong Manso, coach under 7.
Minimum Frimpong Manso can't but also I can be. Now, I'll create enemy
bears. No, we should accept there was professionalism.
Yes.
In the Frimpong Manso, I bought to go into Ontrefino, a common. More Yaduma.
And I only got to go
back. James Cono, Najuma has to be found somewhere in one way. Uncle, I know we found somewhere in your him so I had in your heart in John Way. So let's respect the position of those coaches.
He did the same thing to Michael say.
Oh, okay.
The late Michael say, yes, late Michael say.
Yes.
Man, no what?
Gold Stars.
Gold Stars. On no face so sad, Jamsco.
Jamsco. Former Kotoko players, no, Mutifia, will be this Kakomom, so Mabokotoko Dana. They are working.
Or the BIA Zitugra.
Yes. So almost got to come home celebrate.
Yes. Almost got to know home.
General, what's your got to say to me? Juma. So what's your got to come more Juma? So we did the fuck to come home and more Juma.
These guys are professionals. What's it? These guys are professionals.
Yes.
Nazito, I'm a coach got to go to.
Yes. And I'm only to go to a coach has that. And they are a professional job no more yet. It doesn't stop them from expressing their opinion. Until let's respect their job. Omabokotoko da is what? Na djuma o ye ne se no coach Gold Stars na hwe no. Gold Stars ne trianeka. Enti so one kotoko ba be ba ene Frimpong Manso so di league ne pe. General. Ono so train din with the history books of baby ani.
Yeah.
What train din the history books of Ghana Premier League. Enti say enu nti no obesha kotoko adia because oye former player of kotoko no. Then where lies the professionalism in our football?
Enti Jamsco. O shafa on se gubo.
Jamsco. Football and atra baby aka na e wo no e ko nanim until let's accept the professionalism e wo game nim because almost timi ye adwuma na ko fe mo man so general so almost want timi ani league how will the baby people feel say what league you be him say them and per the point that I've stated who are the better position to win it now want timi ani how will the baby people also feel so let's accept that professionalism e wo game
what did the Frimpong Manso carry ban? I mean, who's somebody in the video? Be about to see.
This is what I'm major league. My cousin has in Jokotoko, I'm in the league. They cannot be neutral because me of course say me kotoko obi enum say kotoko na me raise ya me did do say it is so kasa kotoko ne has bo hwan na obe pese obesha obviously me kasa me pese kotoko obesha has you see but base ebe affect me Go Stars now there make us a house na this ocean na me major league make us a house in Jokotoko na major league. Yeah, and that is a fact. That's me mudi okaza Kotoko na house am pese Kotoko and she house. It's a big favor me. I'm talking about this season. So Kotoko na house bo Accra. Na say house be Kotoko na ye be win the league there. Of course. And then make us house in Kotoko and
Frimpong Manso Mayanga, Gold Stars head coach. Asmode to Eja, I don't know. Kotoko had to focus about the honor Kotoko ni we are Kotoko raising now to this level. Obeka say Kotoko she. Okay, but a true point here. Say had to focus a share says a coach. And the Casvo she Kotoko. And the Bebwa or no Gold Stars there. Obeko for hard to focus. So we check Kotoko. Name more Gold Stars. Wow.
Obia
beye.
La me yama papa or your Madrid ni.
I don't know James go so on test.
Obia James go on so Obia on to was. La me yama papa or your Madrid ni.
Yes.
You know that story no.
Yeah.
Or your Madrid ni wa follow Madrid ni want a picture videos being a Madrid fan. And they will see Basa feed him.
Yeah.
And your Basa.
Okay.
Was supported him for all his life. And they will see baby who didn't hear Barcelona. Into all Basa. And you want to know.
Sure.
It's different from one to other can Obia you are on Casa. Until let's accept that and let's move on.
Mamini Joya Krebimra.
Okay.
Meba na local source no. Odi address. Also Dr. Ike and minim baby a oko. So program ya anti dia ba wafa huye papa.
Legend.
Wow. Dr. Ike.
Legend.
F pa.
Legend medasi.
Okay.
Monsieur Kakra.
Yeah. Enti ye kwa we nim camera na didn't go there. That's Dr. Ike.
Me didi wana mo
Abokobi.
Legend.
You come to see na ye di nkomo. Hat to na Sante Kotoko match. I was so Sunday into nim say no na I did Dr. Ike abepiem hu na all the facts any figures bi ebetu dwa na wa biebie no mani pa e de amayen. Won we ni nkomo kakra me call Grace Gift na akodi nkomo kakra e wo ho. Overquadro ewa Sanso and doctor Branty na edise
Boko.
Okay. Me kwaba na fiya ntwen komo. Abi bibi aboko. Utio ya. Oh na okay. Me de NFA ina odi ba ya fa brem na soro kwe. Na kokko rest.
Ade de ma fa ma de aka
bibi. Oh come on, one fa ma. Gozo ko fo no e hwe. Sisi
oh, yeah, the Abba.
Mo releasing in term na nipa refill nipa so. But omo dey cham so for the nyasam geto.
Sir?
Yes, Kwame Wusu, Kwesi Twineboa nom, coach, omo nyina e twen,
Ebi wo hwe
ya wa mere kra no France Ajiman. Ono so hia bi. Nti handover tentem na fe. Mo ntwa mi o na me de bramo. Na fe, oh yes. Na omo se
no mo se do mbesi no mo.
Kubensu na jai.
Kubensu. Be baako. Na de we ne baako. Na de afra.
No no nyina.
No aboni nyina kama. Be power de. Be mala ye adwuma.
Dog okra kan se bi se odi bi fra
ankachade. Na de munya abotre.
Munya abotre.
Ma kwatete mana ya ase ma.
Okay, into ba na coach Akwasi ebe yiri wo de chem so papa kojo business me free one yeah also the ba fabra bebre that way 3 was of our there be
bese braye ansa na we yes ka afi no mo ye ho mo nwie enti so mo wie a e de ne dodo mba enem de ire kesi ato ho pa
ene de wan fa bia madan ka mawu ko wa mawu
se we no ye wo mo ahodo o on se ba ko nso ni o
the area.
We no yere. Okay. Say abanti kura na wo kana say we na metio. The ofre no P2 no.
Some people.
No with the pala na man on pe
we no pe.
Okay. O say boa no pa.
I see. On pe powder no.
Say ubia wo de na ne je ho. And bia wo kwan ye fa so ye na adwuma wo yesi madu no.
15 minutes.
Atoprekon.
Na time na so.
That's right.
Oba wi we nyina.
O da bi. Kuma bi ko wi we nyina oba wu say jo. Kuma bi na oba bu. Okay. Awe enti.
I see.
Mesra mo a mo hwe no so so we no ye nton na bontene. Ye nton na bontene je se wa kwa asopiti ho.
Yeah.
Say jo.
Oko grace gift ho.
That's right. Ye ba ye nim koma ye ni die. Ansa na ye di ama no. Enti wu hia bia. Frɛ no mese no. Na ye nkyere wa kwan a obefa so a wonsa be kan bi.
Okay.
Enti no mese ne nie. 0246
0246
518
518
tele
003
0246
0246
518 tele
003
ana 0244
0244
126
tele 123
0244
126
tele
123
ode ofra also pe amupi pala no sa na efre no amupi ana dua no so ye meme dua ne siremu dua sempere mo
ayo
o ka mo asem kire dokotani na ono
be na se dis o di dua ne bi so ka mo
sa ene giwe na ya we omompe
kete na omo we
very atadwe
okay
atadwe miensa
wow dis omo atwetwam
papa
ko ma ko se ni me de brem o de jam so
atadwe miensa
wa ne ni mu abi de se ai
o papa ma omo papa ma oyi ba ko pese tia ba ko pe no de awe atadwe 3
na mane o bre
ana o papa ma de on fa ngu bottle
okay
insu bottle no fa Sprite no share 3 days
wow.
no anopani anwumre
wow na ebem kama
ebem di kama
wow
no ne kaka
Abigail wow
o kwa me breso a yewisu no na we de mente wo moto kakra wonum se sabre pa dua ba afoforo pa no ekwan ye fa so wi ni nyina de wo kire sesi na hemfo no
okay Sprite
for no ano hemfo no no mo de she Peters
we hope Peters no de ahye
Laka no
wura ayi onua kankan bo du kurase ono de she Peters
ono deose ja
she Peters
kofi sigada de ene easy
ekwa command
ya semu yonkoi mitiemo all right kojo
doctor
all right
doctor
yes Sergio sani ana omokasafa idua no sa na yeduma na powder no so no the same yeduma pa yes because one thing is one say genital organ no you on the office wa adwene num both a man and member there your the office wa adwene
okay
but say adwene ni mu entimi mfanshin yi a most of the time it may reflect it all down until this has been designed in such a way say eya wa adwene mu adwuma next trending manpower no so intini na ekura mu next trending na biebie intini num na lidi moja edikum mo na moja eko sa reproductive friends say no a genital organ num no the information and yes moja kwa wo the information free adwene ni mu ye den eba se wanya oba bi a sebi oye correct a emrada ye den eda ho nti wo kwa perform ya na ko wura na himfie sa pepe na duru ye adwuma na no me ka kire wo se enya no nko anso adwuma na ye so obi ba na se ye sande yare fa ndwedwe ho a ye ta de ka ho
okay
ye ta de ka ho se bia lifestyle diseases fast stroke ni sa hypertension na se bono si ye hwe sa problem no ho eya ama obi a was bia ye de say do we bi ka ho e de man because ye nim se mpre bebre no one na ta so fa sa yare no sa ankofo no ta so fa sa problem we pa enti ya na ta de ka ho so wo be hwe no bible ho a onya sa yade no eduru bia wo fanti no na wo desensitize on the under kan no e bia ontimi mfili onya tinka se oni be ba kra be de wonim se Sergio e your responsibility mo ba sen ko so request you
okay
but wonim se mba do na request ɔbaa bi wɔ hɔ a ne ho nsɔ meka se ne ho nsɔ a wote aseɛ mɛbu bɛ ne ho nsɔ ɛto ɔno ne mfa ne ho ɔto hɔ a afe bɔɔ woba ne ho so a ɔnte hwee ɛno ɔno so ɔda hɔ but ɔbaa bi wɔ hɔ so a ɛnte saa o ɔbaa bi wɔ hɔ ɔsɔ ɛto ɔno deɛ wowɔ adwuma nkura no a na ɔfrɛ yɛ den ɛkyɛke on you ɔwɔ frɛ bi ɔbɛfrɛ wo a wankasa no bi ma wo san a ma wɔhu sɛ no na hɔ na ɛkɔba ne sɛ ahoɔden ne nhyɛ dɛ ni hɔ saa no a sɛbesɛbe waka ne biribi ayɛ den ɛde ahyɛ waka ne biribi de ahyɛ ɛnti deɛ ɛka ne sɛ ɛyɛ adwuma in varieties of ways ɛna ɛyɛ adwuma no ɛ strengthen nerves very good for the nerves ntimi ɛmu adwuma very good for muscle wedeɛ ne nam mu adwuma ɛyɛ paa ɛsan very good ma nkɔmmoa ɛna nkommoa the immune systems and the cells ɛboa wɔn mu boost wɔn very good for that.
Dr. Mentwa no kyerɛ mu yie a woka ne mmienu sɛ nkwamoa
ɛna nkommoa
sonson ɛwɔ mu ne
nkommoa ne yɛ cells
nkwa
ɛmoa ɛne yɛ cells ɛna basic unit of life ɛna ekura yɛ nkwa no ɛna nkommoa no ɛyɛ immune system.
Wanhwɛ a wonhunu
ɛyɛ ɛtaa de fra ɛmi de mi nim saa ɛtaa de fra ɛbɔ ɛtaa frɛ yɛ fɛn sɛ cells ne sɛ nkwamoa ɛna immune system so nkwamoa baasa na ɛwakyere mu na yɛ no a nkyekyɛmu yɛ den ewu ɛboa wɔn ma wɔn yɛ den wɔn yɛ adwuma ɛsɛkyi fɔ yadeɛ baabi yadeɛ wɔ na wɔn ayɛ nkɔfo wɔn yadeɛ no adwuma a ɛyɛ paa no ɛna sɛ dwo deɛ ɛka ne sɛ ɛnyɛ saa nneɛma wɔ nkwa na grace gift yo yɛwɔ lab a yɛde yɛ nhwehwɛ mu ansa na yɛde yare aduro bi bɛka obi no yɛwɔ lab a yɛde yɛ nhwehwɛ mu ne yɛdi kan delve yie ɛma yɛhu ɛhu sɛ yadeɛ no sei na ɛteɛ ne mpɛmpɛn so aduro nie ansa na yɛde aduro ayɛ den aka ho sɛ dwo mɛka asɛm bi bato wɔfa mfa na ma ne nsa ntwam baako
monye no makura ka mu de medi nka abo ya ne nyina ya mosapo ana ye kira kwan so yem se manfa nto gye wohwim sukun kwantana so wohwim asuofia kwan yiso a wohwim ubesi suku Johnson busa Grace Gefetu bia be kire ye won kran pumpuni mantem nu atwemota petroleum bongoro nu atwemota petroleum bongoro ye ne family laugh kwada suku no na ehwe no mu Cello 54 tele
0543
tele 2
32
cello
00
tele cello
30
cello 54 tele
0543
tele 2
32
cello
00
tele cello
30
Sajo hwɛ unse unim de ntia sese yɛse obu wɔ hɔ a wɔnya sikyire yade te sikyire yade no wonya yenti no bɛyɛ ne kuro bi atum ewu ikuro na turo but enye de enko o se kuro tu a se one five dura nka kura na body no was certain capacity bi a otimi ema kuro no but e kokko ba ne say sa capacity no body ni ntimi enye a na wo de adura yeden aka but obo okura wo de aduro kan ye no kura still ikuro no yeden
emu diabetes kuro
titina na ye nim de no yesi sa kisi kuro no nipa e kire se nipa na ye bayifo
boboso nam
a ye twitwa so nam ntine but that's not the case nipa dua ne mrada ho sajo anajo didi poison anajo didi poison the mind aditi na poison sade sa sabi say wo time frame to go and sleep no etia etu didi anajo na say okokoda aduane no enyamo left over no ebe fermentation ya na poison system no in the form of uric acid so ho enu bitimi wiki enkomwa no esa wiki nkwamwa no enkwamwa no so esa omu fita sa nkwamwa fita na friend white blood cell no ena ya omu kumkuro ekuro tu a omu ne kun no eti imagine say why sa de we na wo de kunkun omu a ana say wo de a bre wo ho de ase a se ekuro tu a omu ntimi nya den ekwa ekuro no adwuma sa de we de ko ba ne say omu se kuro na tu nipa no yes wo nya sikire yade no nya sikire yade nti kuro no yade etu ade na ma wo sikire yade sa de kuro no and also to me suppress white blood cell no it me mama ho de ye eba for mama yemre it the air can say and also come from ground infection bisa won say infection ba wo so a de na be infection ba wo so a wo mo ntimi fight no na fe infection ye den enyini and the money mema bebre and infection ye den e ha wo mo bebre bubruja because ade ba ku so ananse wo de ba wo mo and make am wasemi sa infection dodo na sajo obu ade nti a the system na nka ntimi nkele infection no and as what mean the infection so nkunim no e ye due to the niama me kan yo obu aduane a wodi edura na do ade oyɛ niam ekoni mu no sabi ma body no the resistive force no enkunti asa amwa wewi enti infection yade ha maiwa ne ma no mema ne bebre mesere wa se wo tie mi a oba ye behwe ye do befa mfidiem se saa ade ne bi na ha wa ye behu yade no infection ne emu de wen na ha konsunsun ye bebre ye den edam obo a wuti fie wudu woni abu se gudo obi ti fie ordinary abu se chlamydia eno ntra fie nya saa wo de ba ye mfidie ba den ya behwe omu ne ye hunu ebiem a man no do na no esese mpo dey start from 35 years obehwe no na ne honam hyehye no ti se eja won ebi oy undergo cases ya mi ya eno ma undergo ena say result na ba be ne say e ma ne honam ye dey ehyi mi se eja me ba cho enye ni mesra enye duabo ye onipa bo ho an ye fu na hye ayekase to the extent say oyare otimi nya bebi yanko first ni e ba na aka kire say e duabo ena ma nipa na ye fu ayede ahye ene ye hu say organ bi bebere wa ye fu nu mu a se ho ka e ho etimi pushi ye fu ne den ade ba entrafie nka na mo no ko ni amfa mfidie nya den ehwe omu ni hu ade ko pot anse na wa predict aka say e sei so hu aposo ewiwi especially yesisi say go bit me trafie no aka kire say koko etina ni sisi ene ya obi timi trafie no aka kire say kuro na abam etina ni sisi ene ya but ade ba ko twa so hu no say sisi mu horo your organs bebre na ede ehye ho ebia ho ka ebetuma ma osisi ade ebia ho ka ebetuma ma hwe say jo woni say omo crampo sabi produce omo suffer that kind of kidney problem one of the symptoms is sisi ade etuma trafie nka say misisi ya me ya ekoko na mo no ko na ko check up na ewuru ade ko potin because sisi na kasa kura apart from say me ka say organs bebre hye ho esan joint it is say they wa apostle to me we no saa de ni beat me consumer sisi no e ma sisi no so we what about say if you cramp me ken arthritis and say awiwi e na esi ho and say joint na sabi e ma sisi no move no e bia cartilage ni synovial fluid na ho no e bia na ye den afri ho and as awe e na e koso saa pain ade na onko ni en check ni en hunu ade ko e de bae ye hunu ade ko ni de bae na e no be boawo e na symptom bia no and yare sign bia no e nipa bia ne kasa ho kasa kyerɛw sa condition wo komunye tie ni ye symptom bia wo benya hu se e uncomfortable no body ni complain a kyerɛw say sabi situation wo komunye den enye eno no it should hurry you to laboratory na kokko research na hu ade ko since we betra fie because me hinta se ma ba akwa me kana me de ma no asi ni say se wuro ade no now follow symptom no now the court near check up near hwemu say yade we eno no better say be so ano aboa wo ese so betra fie sa na ginsemu asa na gare yi yakọ mesra wa sa wo musum ensem na hwe so a enti ato no guso ye den ekoso ai
ma me mfa afutu kakra ma se dwo na mfofo yi we no ayede ama mo san se benya we ye me dia me no pe me dia enti senkomu benya pa de a anka de medimu a we kura anka nipa ba ko pe na enyusu esan se we no wonnom ba ko na anka nansan so no no asa no ba ko
wonnom de a wonnom ni nyina
ai nansan so no asa ye biem na we ne sa to aso be na wotwe ana na wotwe mienu a no ha na firi ho kura enti ne senka be ya wo mun ku hwim omo de wo mun tase we na de be ya ma no to aso ku hwim na kwaje no dodo.
Don't send all the drugs to DHMSO. We also dey Francis Akwa minyonko bia not charity are mass girls asokore Francis Akwa o pension kra am the last year
obehia bia ne mfie wani mu ntu obehia bi
aka o kra so irinia de do no de
se enye nanko an ye deda eye ne ma bebe na mesre wa dokota na wo twe se ne se ba ade na wo kire me tokuro mu no Kessben de fi ha ya me dia nti ahwefo ne atifo no me do wo mo enkire me nko a ya kire wo mo se be ma wo
emrante na efrefrem ne kra na e me kwa me friend DHMSO o yi tre on the imiti o DHMSO ne ade calls I don't know but rante pa
obi o yi
small boy kwa me friend say nro na wona wonyina say nro
so
no support
Where they natural. I said the oba me see me koye vagina steaming.
Okay.
Natural.
Okay, do we brand ni nyina.
Na we so man wodi bi betra mu man wodi no eye body na wodi ati mu eche.
We do young pa ga means no natural strength no.
We no be ba natural strength. Say natural.
Natural.
To mu nyina no hwe bi.
Ayo monye no meso na momra mesrem.
Serious power. But mo be am frame me for sa animal we mpa.
So momra wo shuma.
Bra wo shim wa ko to abi no mo.
Sukun kwanta na so wo shim. Wo de frɛ no mesi maami befa. No akasa no akyerɛ wa. Cello 244
0244
126
126
123
123
Cello 244
0244
126
126
123
123
Ana Cello 543
0543 32
Cello
00
Tele Cello
30.
Okay, fancy Ana say.
Grace Gift. Mon friend numbers no mo on the papa e de mamo on a man necessary ho. All right. One friend of him Grace Gift for and so any and come here to so e de amamo Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra na fe DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121 yen to so na questions no answer mfamamo enche Dr. Ike and so the starting in figures near the nyina and so ever on this Kumasi Asante Kotoko Hatofo game Basu Ewo Accra Sports Stadium. Please tell Jam School to keep quiet. Does he know the soft life Frimpong Manso is enjoying in Bibiani and the promises laid down for him? Wow, there will be the Abano. If rewind was Steve anyway if Bibiani, I say promises near the idea Frimpong Manso. So J League, you know, at the Emma Bibiani Gold Stars. The name say Ose Juma na oye. It is a heart of folk ebe shekotoko amano na abuama Gold Stars at the league na nempa ebo eno sa has be shekotoko na ebie kwani yie pa e de ama Gold Stars Frimpong Manso Jam School ese on tiase. Alright, you better so na Thomas Gia coach and so the assembly abasisi as only Andy enya dwene bako yentie Thomas Gia kakra.
Good morning Joe Michelle Bibia Andy ne mamo platform so nyina Michelle Bibia na mitie mo na me say ye sa video yi so ammo hu say normally be ho a enya sa na tie because of obo wasoma and I am born on Nkosro, we are Rasta, and I am born on Nkosro, and ye na. Coach is in the bio hoprana, which me cast a wooden papaya Rasta, and to more dear, by arrogant, and ye. Am I football and condemn? Am I football and condemn? Because me call France and I'm in Mumiti. But actually, me coach, I am a midget, and I know no didn't see cabo mammy. So up advert mammy. Usho Jubilee sisi na mene na wo okse wo kwayi no tatu no boneti ene ayi ni nyina sa no ma ni nyina no obo ho a eye emani ba ho se de ya obetimi ameki enye ni nyina na ya akromfo enye ni nyina na ye se de omu ade obo ho a wo moneti wo nya hwe wo yisakula soso odi nsemu pa Ghana ha obi ya Rasta plan no ball now we ya there because of Rasta near unity coach no man no because on him say omu ade wa Rasta nti o man mo sa no man nyina isi yi free etrim ni educating mu say wo professionals ni bebiri wa brochira o ma bobo muti ene ayi from nkra brem no de anyine so ma ye successful intimisra omu educate omu say sa time na omu de ahyehye omu tim say we Rasta omu ade anase bibisa no enye sa na tie nti omu mie hu say a reality obia nko ne se de osipe in Africa hanom se say no yesua abrochirefo no ene ayi nti misra omu mo bia mfa nhye ni trim uye coach mfa nhye otrim say obia Rasta nti woman mo bɔ ne bi nti saa deɛ no ɛsi gyae ujo laka watwa ponk on sɛ de wɔsi asia street more than the iron wato so ɛyɛ obi so fɛ yɛ wɔde ɔno so bɛka sa ho sɛ de bia jo atwa ponk ɛne ayi nti jo andi wu atwa ponk ada no bi ayɛ rasta mo pɛ sɛ mo kyerɛ sɛ ebi a because of ball na wo ball no ne ayi ne nti hwɛ de wayɛ no ho anase bibia te sa timisrɛ mo mi educate yɛ ho ne saa adwene no a yɛde ahyɛ tim sɛ woyɛ rasta omu adeɛ ɛne saa no mani nyinaa no ɛsɛ yɛ gyae saa adeɛ no because ama ne te biara no player bi good on the ball na me ahyɛ koraa na supporters timi ka sɛ ebi a say because of the omuti free air no timisrɛ mo yɛ hu sɛ saa etiri bɔ no ne ayi no ebi ehu nipa no and also so very important maso kono du tama no bokotoko no na nkyerɛ sɛ wo ye great sin kotoko players ni nyina o but nanum sɛ no ayɛ rasta no ɛne ayi nti obi ayɛ rasta kra obi atimi ka sɛ maso kono du na ɛkɔ no ne ayi ɛso na onye good sin strikers na omu bɔbɔ no nyina o but onya hyɛnsudie bi wɔ hɔ a obi tim ka sɛ wayɛ rasta wo yɛ maso kono du wayɛ rasta wo yɛ kwame ayu wo hɔ saa nti mesrɛ mo ayɛ a mo me yeso yɛ hwɛ no ma bi nti jo wo de wo bɛtɛ menka Tony jo Laka do unity ne bɛhwɛ no wa so maka ciao
o ko asɛm kama o kyerɛ wadwen sɛ boy a otiti etu dem tutu ba park is asɛ ɛna mamiti na ma de ayo ato so na we ni twɛn all right me no ani bɛyɛ mienu all right ɛnkyɛ kra o kra wo nsɛm wa ha me no sɛ de city na mitimi release wo was started the ɛnkyɛ kra me release me matumi tiri hu sɛ me de ayo atumi tiri hu me da se ba Andy
you know
yɛnto aso okay na fe Dr. Ike and so Emrem
so my question is I come you
okay yankwe
ba ko yɛ first 11 for the Ghana Premier League na alaji mama seria one ba message ni bi wa ma
why
alaji mama
seria
so na the message ba tell me league na
yes
me boy do
we call Europa best level makekani nyina mo team mo ntimi nye mo league mo ntimi nye
before I'm making na na my head that ho you know Imano Kobi o baby any go stars na me number 1 keeper Kamal Dean of Media Mama right back Practical City of Kotoko and me left back me ko for Seko for ene Samba Onel me 2 center backs Ishmelado of Heart of Lions Hubert Joe of Brekum Chelsea on the right me ko for Pitami Duakwa and Amankona on the left Fiza Chawati ene Atakumi as me 2 forwards into me call 4-4-2 okay be why close but I have to it's all will be to say Razak Simpson Emmanuel Aban or for be to say Samba Onel or for be to say Zakaria Fusini who say a bang but I have to make a choice and I think say and man go for we midfield you can also make a case for bit say Franka Mankwa and a whole lot I feel Ishmaelado has been consistent on the right side we will make a case for Prince Treboa and other guys but I feel these guys have been exceptional you know this is my first level Kotokone has Sergio for the Kasari in post my right back if Lodamo is fit obviously will be my right back
Frederick Kasari
yeah
okay.
Okay.
I had a confusion man for. So sorry for me, no. How to for any Kotoko goalkeepers, no. Kotoko den say.
Kamara na.
No, because
where the Benjamin Asare and I would Frederick Asare.
And did you hear go by them?
Okay, Matiwas. Miss my and the
why mistake?
Okay, Benjamin Asare in post.
Yes.
Matiwas. On the right, Lodamwa. I see you do on the left. Me boko edu yard ne Samba Onel. A midfield of Justice Blay in Timanu set or say Kwame Puku Maulu or say Peter Miduakwa.
6'5". Anna?
No, has now 4.
Has now 4.
Yeah.
Wow, this 7'4".
Yeah.
I see. Yemfansia, yentwaso emfa emamo. Yentie Reverend Adai Chenchen hine and so kakra nsemo di tudwa akwa fa ne ho aba TV so kai Frank Naro and I kasem we fa ho ɔta abrochi ɔtoto ɛmɔ ɛne adeɛ bɛ so
so fa anwe ne bɔde
so ɔnka bɔde bi afa hɔ
sɛnea baabi a wastart every
menim ne ɛbɛdi akyira ba all right yɛkɔ revenue da kyɛnkyɛn yene ɛhɔ na yɛkɔti kakra nso ɛde aba menim sɛ mayɛ ready a yɛnti kakra
yehu saa rivalry no wɔ ha ɛno na na ma Ghana football so ɛyɛ de ɛfiri sɛ Ghana ha nani ne nyinaa nneɛma na asɛ nka woka football a nka has ne kɔtɔkɔ nka duru hɔ a nka very big match a nipa firi baabi akɔ because yɛkɔ Accra Sports Stadium buses timi lodu from Kumasi to Accra ɛnam has ne kɔtɔkɔ matches nti ɛna nyɛ sɛ ɛbas yɛbɔ Kumasi so a bus so timi lodu from Accra ɛso ɛtimi ba Kumasi ɛnam football nti timi gidi sɛ na saa rivalry no yɛ adeɛ a na ɛwɔ hɔ paa na ɛboa ma Ghana football ipagya na ɛba sɛ yɛtumi ɛbɔ ball no ɛkɔ yɛ nim kakra mɛka no ɛbɛhia kɔtɔkɔ ne has bio ɛfiri sɛ saa ɛnam yɛnyɛ days no rivalry a na ɛwɔ hɔ no ɛma football bɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛdu hɔ a na obiara ni agye na ne day deɛ sɛdeɛ nneɛma si ɛkɔ no deɛ menyini sɛ saa rivalry no ɛwɔ hɔ te sɛ yɛ time no seesei koraa menyini sɛ ɛbɛwɔ hɔ sɛ has ɛne kɔtɔkɔ sɛ ɔmo bɛbɔ match a menim ɛnɛ day na sɛ menhyɛ da ntumi nkɔhwɛ ball sɛdeɛ seesei yɛkɔ yɛ nim yɛnyini nipa ɛkorɔko 70 ne ade nti ɛduru hɔ a ntumi nkɔ park deɛ bɛ menyini sɛ rivalry no ɛbɛwɔ hɔ ɛte sɛ nnɛ ɛfiri sɛ matches a ɔmo bɔ no improvide anigyeɛ ɛma yɛn supporters no sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ɔmo so bɛku ɔmo ho na yɛbie firi ɔmo nkɔ hɔ ne ɛna ade no agye gɔn megidi yie sɛ ɛneɛ na aba fam paa rivalry ne ade no has nkɔtɔkɔ free ɔmo nkɔ nyame mmoaɛ
okay Reverend Kojo Adai Chenchenyini ɔkeka kɔ 70 years wow nakɔfo nhyira na ɔnyɛ wo kɛseɛ biom ɛnka ho ɔmo ahoɔden na fa yɛ nyamedwuma no saa kɔ ɛwɛ ɔnhyira all the time dɔno nso yɛato dwa kakra de afa Asante Kotoko Heart of Oak games ɛno ɛho nso ɛno no sɛ yɛkɔ fam sɛ rivalry no kɔ fam paa alright mame nkɔ ɛyɛ Dr. Ike na ɔmfa ne facts ne adeɛ no ngugu wɔ kakra ma yɛn nyame yɛ adom akɔsia da deɛ na wode berɛ yɛn nɛ
legend
menim sɛ ɛyɛ nnɛ ne kyena ɛnɛ sɛ woba na yɛdi dwuma no nti ɛnnɛ ɛyɛ fiada deɛ na wode ɛdi kae
legend mpanyinfo ayɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ on 4th of May 2025 ɛna game no ntimi mbra so nti na ɛbɛhia sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ the month of May ɔmo meetings a ɔmo atimi abɔ na the first league game a ɛkɔɔ so in the month of May no legend ɛtimi ɛkɔɔ so on 25th of May 1975 Asante Kotoko ɛhyɛ kamienu ɛde Accra House of Folk Malik Jaber ɛnetimi enya go na opoku afiriye ɔmo ɛnetimi nya go so no ɛde ma Asante Kotoko na on 16th of May 1976 House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko game no yende 1-1 Kote Kalala ɛnenya go no ɛde ma House of Folk bra Godwin Prempe ɛnso nya go no ɛde ma Asante Kotoko na legend Shannon so sɛ Peter Lamte MSC penalty on that day no Edema Accra House of Folk. Then on 3rd of May 1978 Asante Kotoko eshe kabako bra Accra House of Folk ekoshe ekamienu Victor Srebo enya go ene enu echi Bismarck Odoy ene Douglas Tegu omo ene timi enya go so no Edema Accra House of Folk. Na House of Folk finish with 9 men esanse omo mrantie no mienu etimi epeke red card a omo entimi antoa so ansi akan nanso so no omo etimi di nkunim 2-1 over Asante Kotoko. That was 3rd of May 1978. Na wohwe abrante friend Robert Hammond ono ena enu achi set Ampadu omo nyina no eko challenge center referee na ogina ma na ye friend Ban Al Hassan ena ema no nti no otimi ema omrante ene mienu nyina no red card bo omutimi efree game no na eno ekofa mentime ho ase kakra ebaaye ma game no yetimi eholdu on for 10 minutes ansana yes anso atoa so etimi asi akan na legend on that fateful day no science mentime ho ase kakra ne ya na abam te no ma stampede kakra etimi epm stadium ho ema nipa mako dunum 15 ena omo nyina no etimi ehwere omo nkwa omo antimi antoa so anase omo antimi antrase ani sene na omo na ana akana omo nyina etimi efrim. Legend on 11th of May 1986 House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko na Kotoko share House of Folk kabako a wacho wantimi ante Sarah Mensa ono ene timi nya de oligua o make sure se Kotoko etimi adi enkunim enso so ewo. Then on 1st of May 1988 Asante Kotoko eshe kamienu bra Accra House of Folk enso eshe ekamienu Yusuf Al Hassan and Prince Opoku omo ene timinya goals no edema Asante Kotoko. Then Henry Akwa and Joe Ado my old Joe Ado omo ene timinya goals no edema Accra House of Folk. Na that day no so no menteme ho ase kakra esanso esiya bra Kotoko fans no register omo disapproval ewo performance of FIFA referee na ogirem GM afezi se otimi award penalty e dey ama Accra House of Folk. Na esan sa no ntinema installations kakra yetimi SSL na wo hwe cars ni bi windscreen nyina no yetimi ebobo ne nyina no ema GFA etimi e the 6 home match ban edema Asante Kotoko na mum omo etimi appeal decision na ye reduce from 6 to 3 home matches edema Asante Kotoko tileja no wo hwe se ne me no ne me sisi wo mu na ugire se ebehia se supporters na spectators ebekwa akopiem no betima hye nso na omo enkoye niema entimi emwa. Then on 12th of May 1991 Asante Kotoko etna asema House of Folk share kabako Ezekiel Alamu ono ene timinya de only goal on the 52nd minute eniema koyi edema Accra House of Folk. On 29th of May 1994 House of Folk host to Kotoko game no etimi ende goalless. Then on 30th of May 1999 legend Asante Kotoko etna asema Accra House of Folk kanketesi Edmond Copson enya the only goal on the 24th minute ema has etimi for victory no ekopiem ewo enkran na legend Sharon so said this particular game so no has etimi ewie with 10 minutes omo abrantia baako etimi epeke red card wo etimi antoa so na enso still has etoa so edi nkunim omo ede 9 men abo de etia Kotoko omo di nkunim omo de 10 abo ede etia Kotoko in the month of May still has etimi edi nkunim na referee na ogire
9 against 11 na May
mpachwane
kumase no
mpachwane.
Wow. Okay.
Then referee no ogina game no na no Ibrahim Idrusu ono ene tibi ma abrantia na friend Osman Amadu red card say abrantia no etimi
Osman Amadu adi ukai no Osman Amadu has a Folk striker yeah
so ono ne Dauni no na no more SAS teacher ni Audu Adama.
Okay.
And later Prince Tegun's Bobby shot but on the nani munye duty so me kind of pad you know.
Okay.
No a striker.
How do I ever send the strength necessary? No
no ties necessary. But back on the nani munye me kind of pad
Osman Amadu.
Yes me kind.
What about striker?
And they are good.
No what we do. Ayi dan kay nya le form ni bisa. Gebet Fiamanyo.
Okay. Yes.
Legend oh ne red card ni nyina ba say ordinary herbal e de kowo Baba Adamu Amando.
Okay.
Na eno enema center referee no ogina mu no Ibrahim Idrusu etimi ema no red card. Then on 9th of May 2001 House of Folk share kamienu bra Asante Kotoko enso etemu baako na Lawrence Ajay na osina kan edema Asante Kotoko no enidi kan ekoto twere kan on the 60th minute eno ena Accra House of Folk kan ketesi Ismail Ado enso bukofu ya branch na timi ball breeze emeke sure as has etimi adi enkunim na legend heard this particular game after the game no report no ekere say Ghana for an spectators a copy no emu mako 126 etimi ehwere omo enkwa ti na ni nyina nso as a result of tear gas yesusu se police for etimi toy eno ene koma sa nipa 126 omo etimi ehwere omo nkwa ti legend we no yabeka se yema abusuafo ene omo ehwere omo enkwa ni nyina nso so no se urade mfo omo kra ensie yi na yese abusua nso so eden. Then on 15th of May 2005 legend Asante Kotoko ehye kamyensa bra crash folk etibu baako na Kotoko ehye 3 goals ni nyina in the first department of the game first half. Kankatisi Douglas Nkrumah Kwabra Doji ena enu achi Daniel Akwa omo ena timinya goals no edema Asante Kotoko ena Amankwa Mreku on the 72nd minute no legend otiminya consolation edema Accra House of Folk. Then on 25th of May 2008 legend Asante Kotoko ehye kamyensa House of Folk ehye kamyensa Kwajo Poku Eric Kwabra Bequin ena Steven Udru omo na etiminya goals no edema Kotoko bra Don Bote Francis Bosman ena Eric Gaugatete ensunya goals no edema Accra House of Folk. Then on 4th of May 2013 legend House of Folk ehye kabako Asante Kotoko ekoshe ekabako Wefo Kobna and a team share first goal edema Accra House of Folk on the 24th minute bra Michael Helegwe and so ebete Kadema Kotoko on the 74th minute. Then on 2nd of May 2016 legend House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko Emma Kotoko koshe house ekabako wentimi ante na we no na ye own goal bra Sulama Abdullahi the late ono na odem edema Accra House of Folk otimi enya
ni na si me
nyina no me nti me na de eniema sisi papa etimi esi na that day no so no referee no esan so ma 2 red cards bra Sulama Abdullahi ana enu achi Dauda Mohammed omu nyina no otimi ano osina kan de makotoko omu nyina etimi nya red card. Yes, both team no etimi finish with 10 men na coach no ginam edema Accra House of Folk Keneshi Yashuashi ono na ujinam on that fateful day. Then on 26th of May 2024 Asante Kotoko ehye kamienu editia Accra House of Folk na no Monday 31 of the 2023-2024 league season na legend Steven DC Mukwala ono enetiminya za 2 goals nyina edema Asante Kotoko. So ohwe in the month of May eba House of Folk Asante Kotoko fixture omo etimesia 14 times already. Already ya adoma fixture ebe the 15th time omo 8 mesia in the month of May. Now we previous 14 omo edikan abono House of Folk etimi edin kunim 4 ashe 14 goals.
Okay.
Asante Kotoko edin kunim 5 ashe 18 goals. And a legend emu 5 etimi ayende in the draw. But over the last 5 meetings between these two teams in the month of May, legend Asante Kotoko unbeaten. On lose the last 5 meetings with House of Folk in the month of May league games, of which
what's he saying?
The last 5 meetings in the month of May, Bra has any Kotoko and the Apem so Kotoko lose to us.
Oh, okay. I see.
And over that 5 no Kotoko a team manage 3 wins and they move 2 and in the draw. Bra
was the month of May.
The month of May was 10 goals I consider 5. So o final average Kotoko say 2 goals per game. Because the last 5 games in the month of May was 10 goals. And we conceded 5.
Kotoko lose to House of Folk
the last
in the
5
month
meetings.
of May.
Yeah, the last
in
5
their last 5 meetings.
Yes.
Okay.
Legend over the last time has area over Sante Kotoko in the month of May there May 9th bra 2001 has edin kunim 2-1 over Asante Kotoko. Now after the game yetimi ehwere chitafu ekopiem 126 if free sambre but the month of May den de ama Accra House of Folk say obedi nkunim over Kotoko the last 5 yetimi enwene. Legend ebiana obi bepe non-league games and also the month of May yamfa no so enka ho. Then on 28th of May 1995 there no ECOWAS Cup na ekoso Accra Sports Stadium. House of Folk etransima Asante Kotoko ekoshe no ekamienu and next boaten enetimi enya first goal no on the first minute and enu achi Prince Amwako and so make sure say Kotoko secure victory now. I will share the second goal. legend on 14th of May 2006 na eno ye GT top 4 na yetimi e the game no kohye so Sunyan Coronation Park.
Okay.
Asante Kotoko ehye kabako Emma House of Folk enso ekoshe ekabako. George Yamoa ene share first goal on the 62nd minute ena Kwabra Boafo enso nya equalizer no.
Ni na no May
76 minutes.
Non-league games.
Non-league games.
Okay.
Then on 28th of May 2006 na no one touch gala na legend no ekoso Lenclair Sports Stadium ewo Obuase. Asante Kotoko trance Emma House of Folk ekoshe na kabako a wantimi ante. Eric Gaugatete ono enetimi ya the only goal nti eba in terms of non-league games no so sa enete but because we year league game no na say we be the 15th time eba in terms of league matches the month of May omomi enu etimi asia legend EA say end with 5
2005
2025
yeah
nti na say yebetima di nkomo e de afa Kotok and House of Folk Kotoko fixture akoso Accra.
Okay.
Na and the year no ended with 5. Let's just say 1965, 1975, and which 1985, near about 1995, 2005, 2015.
Okay.
Na ya say honso so wan ho na echo. We say Kotoko House of Folk no dey command Dawson.
Yes.
Nti ebebubu ne kakra krasa.
Yes.
Na yetimi e dey ama tie4 ene ahwefo. Na o hwe 1965. Legend House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko. Game no yandi 2-2. 1965. Okay. Na say year no yandi with 5.
Okay.
And 2-2. 1975. House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko. Na game no ended 1-0 win for House of Folk.
75.
Okay. Robert Ayefoli ono enetimi nya the only goal on the 32nd minute. Na House of Folk head up before that game no na House of Folk akọ 7 games abra na omo entimi enwe na bi na omo ye winless in the last 7 games as against Kotoko na omo nso ye draw masters na omo nso about 5 drawn games na omo mienu and the ekopem so na has etimi edi enkonim in 1985 legend enyade a etimi ebo league game bia o Accra esan se omo mienu na omo di kan ahia on 23rd of December 1984 or Accra Sports Stadium.
All right.
Then in 1995, legend announced no more edikan Asia or Accra, and on echo so 22nd of November 1994. And you be PM 2005. Legend yetimi a boy on 2nd of January 2005. And now a calf a Confederation Cup final 2005 at the Accra Sports Stadium. Ti yade ekwahye so no House of Folk ehye kabako ema Asante Kotoko enso ekwahye akabako ejatete enenya goal no dem House of Folk on the 70th minute bra nana ahindua nana oboanipa on the 44th minute onso etimi ete eka no edema Asante Kotoko na so no di kan hye ema ejatete ebete eka no. Then in the 2015 2nd of August 2015 legend no Monday 25 of the 2014-2015 league season na Ghana Premier League fixture also na House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko at Accra Sports Stadium has ehye kabako bra Asante Kotoko ekoshe ekamienu na abranti a friend Musa na say Inusa Musa enenya goal no dem a House of Folk bra Amos Frimpong and Dauda Mohammed and so enya goals no edema Asante Kotoko na referee na your friend Yao Ametepe etimi a wo de peda report no or wo de dubious penalty edema abrantia na your friend Isaac Udrua no sina kan edema Accra House of Folk eno na tudo na esusu se na challenge no harmless na peda report no eno ema one abrantia your friend Eric Uforentria no ye goalkeeper edema Asante Kotoko no that challenge no na result to that penalty na eno ema game no timi hold on isan say supporters no gidi say penalty no na nya penalty na esenke timi je edema Accra House of Folk so omo charge say Kotoko fans no toto eniema de cop pitch no so na yetimi ekame ana say yetimi restore cam ema game no etimi etoa so for Rubinyan no captain edema Accra House of Folk etimi ekojan say obebo penalty no ameki sure so de beto atena nanso so Eric Ufuru entry eginas ne mema so etimi save penalty no edema Asante Kotoko enso so ewo ho na dodo na susu se na se referee no penalty na oje ya na enye papanti eno na ma abrante no so gina ho a wantimi ammo penalty no amfa anto atenam na legend game no gu so koso na ena goalkeeper de ma Accra House of Folk Teteluga ene eye Rubinyan Korea mienu san so kokopeme e ma ball no timi beto ho e de ma brantie friend eye Dauda Mohammed e ma brantie no timi fa ho e fa ball no e de koto atena no e koye the winner e de ma eye Asante Kotoko na legend ye wie game na Accra House of Folk no what ya see enye yi on the field na de omo lusu but omususu se omutu anamo na omukọ boardroom a ombetimi adi nkunim so Accra House of Folk etimi ye protest editia Asante Kotoko na on 1st of September 2015 GFA Disciplinary Committee etimi the ruling ebaya eno no na omo etimi eje up head House of Folk ni protester oye editia Asante Kotoko na eno no ye in respect to eligibility of Abrantia near friend Obed Ousu and Osina kind of Asante Kotoko. So na said yetimi award House of Folk 3 points 3 goals from that game na nanka has elusuno and enuachi yakote Kotoko 3 points 3 goals from omo accumulated points. Yes also find Asante Kotoko 5,000 Ghana cedis by then and I'm paying for yen she says yen chase kanumienu na yen for half emma Accra Asuf na half and so enkopim or ye efi so eba year ended with 5 na House of Folk host to Asante Kotoko at the Accra Sports Stadium. Legend has in Lusu to Asante Kotoko. Eba year ended with 5 na say Asante Kotoko every city House of Folk enya dia tima ye friend eye Asante Kotoko etimi adi enkunim over eye House of Folk year ending with 5 yedi nkomo from 1965 75 85 1995 2005 abepm 2025 nanka the only winner nanka Kotoko amanage ya wenya no 2015 bro kodi enkunim 2-1 but the san say has etimi protest na protest na yagitum ma otimi di enkunim nti no ene in the records no ontimi nka say year end with 5 say has host to tima ya friend eye Asante Kotoko ewo Accra Sports Stadium aye din dia Kotoko say legend obetimi afa win so we eba ye breed kan ya year end with 5 Kotoko betima kodi nkunim over House of Folk ewo Accra Sports Stadium or the usual eye performance House of Folk 10 bia no odi nkunim and West AS game no be end in the draw and no be NSN so akosia na because say on 4th of May 2025 Accra Sports
but also the last 5 meetings of Heart of Folk in Asante Kotoko Accra Sports Stadium
in the month of
May favor Kotoko
and on a favor Kotoko but ye di nkomo say year end with 5 I shall say from 65 first official league game was 1958 so 65 and 75 85 95 2005 and 2015 Kotoko are here to record their first win year ended with 5
all right
our Accra House of Folk our Accra Sports Stadium
wow now say now the predictions ba
legend definitely ready adoma ye de nyina be din komo ye be share the preview game na nkasa Kotoko last home game oboti aduana the aduana be PA league from 2009 Kotoko host to aduana the next away fixture na on a House of Folk and a Ekoboa where the third time AC
wow
so previous two no outcome no kwayesen legend be din komo na coach eye Abubakar Watara so no one da so ho obo adwuma de ma Accra House of Folk legend once wa coach Chicken Faisa the aboti Kotoko outcome kwayesen and nei wabefa House of Folk odi kan abodi etia Kotoko in the league outcome na kwayesen legend de nyina no obi di nkomo na ya hwe match date na nkasa eye 4th of May omumienu eba league meetings outcome na kwayesen ya goals do say ne piem legend no nyina no yebedi di nkomo na yetimi ahwe na ye most likely say obetimi adi enkunim or this particular fixture legend
do like yenya Kotoko ne ha so minu be bo amon level no wo fam say ye na bi
level na de and you be say me bubo ekura no me kan bi na has akọ 7 games na ontimi enwi na bi na owi na bi na enu achi Kotoko enso eko ono so e draw masters wabo 5 games ono so ntimi eni enkunim ti omumi enu no de etimi sisi na has a 7 games. No winning games.
All right. Obidi Basa my Confederation Cup match na course wa Cross Sports Stadium. 1-1 no. And Michael Osene say go no. Na enye Nana Hindia.
No, Michael Osene.
We Michael Osene na Nana Hindia. Okay, let's find out. Okay. One, Mr. Demfi.
Yeah, Michael Osene says legend Michael Osene.
All right.
There's a medicine Nana Hindia.
Yes.
Nana Hindia and Kameya Pewasa.
The manifesto can create a man for Mr. Demfi, I thought it was only the politicians who say yes with the lips when the heart says otherwise. Good morning to Coach from Manso. Kotoko will surely win on Sunday. NTK Ejoso and the Yaba.
Professional.
Yes.
Or target is
so. Also, has Kotoko never gold stars a winner. The Bible has in what's wrong with that?
Uncle can say Kotoko Ekose. Send Kokaya ghost stars and Subayin a dinner. League. Na wakobom paisa kotoko beji league.
Okay.
Abra onkan kotoko team no at this particular.
All right. Me call Dawood herbal. Na makofan to kakra bi aba. About for birthdays we have be brave. Ba yirine. All right, Dawood herbal.
Enuanum ni adofo, ye frame me Dr. Dawood. Me na me da Dawood herbal hospital ano. Na enam me so enane Dawood ointment. Dawood 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse na duwei edutwem Dawood ointment o se fatwi na ebeko ofa Dawood 360 capsules o se sisi na ade wom na drom yenu wei e adwuma bom obi a osisi ye o yapa de obeye ne se wo de Dawood ointment no etwitwe osisi na anopa ene anwumra nansa bia no na odi bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Dawood ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Dawood 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Dawood ointment edrowe me straighten and welding the toda me po djuma na me honam nyina me hu bibi enyi ba sa minya sa Dawood ointment we na me twitwia na anopa so minya Dawood 360 na me no a ese kware me ye adwuma kura se kane no te do we de edi masema ma na be di so asema ma
ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia ye ntimi na Dawood ointment so ye adwuma na obra okoduru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Dawood ointment fa twi keke na ebeko
ruwa me yusu mama hode pa ma metimi gba adwuma bibi e kama e ma me ye Dawood 360 capsules and a Dawood ointment o memre we no na do we no so twitwi wa aposo e ma ya oni nyina afiri o ma de extra tibia be bodwuma Dawood ointment fatwi na ebeko da bia amfo company da wo ka musa ko spreader mi secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ene papa mi sole anopa mi di twitwi mi sisi achi mi babia he mi ntebre secret ni nie ti so person ti sam ya we use Dawood ointment that's the secret of my taxi driving.
Me a transmission gearbox specialist. Ejuma me ye. En kan na me pega dia, na me nsakura antimi pega. Na ase me ma dia so na locums. Se fi se me share Dawood 360 capsules. And the Dawood ointment. Abo me bebre. The dry na so amente ya mente bia. Obia mo modern so betimi apɛ Dawood ointment. And the Dawood 360 capsules. Enya bi ato.
Odofo se watibi. Edro ya me ka ho asɛm no. Eno ho adanse ene wonom adi no. Ko pharmacy e ben wo. Herbal shop e ben wo. Na ko Dawood ointment. Dawood 360 capsules. Na se de enkrofo di ho adanse no. Wo so be di ho adanse. Wo pesa wo frɛ ya. Eno na wo screen ase no 0244 886437 na 020 168 1717. Baby a yeton aduro wo man Ghana mu bia no o de wura house pe Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules.
Yo, young Simra na yametwaso emfa emamo Kessben television Kessben 3.3 92.9 Accra for DSTV channel 364 Go TV channel 121. Please, in 2015, Kumasi Asante Kotoko made an appeal and the 3 points were given back to them. Eric and the way eba yabe na ya hwebe we nso efiri eba I'm for after see egomusumu trimpa. Okay, me call Drabin Rural Bank na me nimpanifui akodi enkomo kakra enso ewa ha Ricky ewa ha Sanso na Benichi enso atrase Emma Drabin Rural Bank enen komo hwambe na mode Ricky ba me chance for free
mame any comment chia yetie for ne ahwefo nyina
yeah.
If it's a customers, no, any the backbone of the bank. Menchia, you see you, Noble Eda, I rate Damoy.
Yeah.
Your deputy CEO, so Menchiano, Mr. Philip Kwakwa. Any all staff, a would job in Rab Bank.
Okay.
Especially more moody on birthday. Now, you know, I'm saying, come over there, you did the beer.
Yeah.
I heard the way I make us made it so I try baby I'm free by because you might know if the ultimate say in why can see.
Okay.
Nina, you say you celebrate customers no because you baha course never no any special business community no. How am I responding? Now you say you pay be fast why you beat me a servo, me. And no can hon them say me bakra pragia me parke me can see baby.
I see.
Now me the pragia and dimrika near the budum.
Wow.
It was a coin be as I say yourself with your customers now. Na ade ama ya sonko e odwabin ra bank ye botaye eni susu ya e de atoho a ni nyina mo ne say ye hwe ama ya customers especially omo businesses ye be from small medium enterprises just adwuma bia some ye hairdressers association some ye women's wing association some ye guta ana ba biara amwo ohwa baby to say a wood village any companies akese any nketo ani nyina dwabin ra bank ya ho mamo na ye niam bebre na de atudwa yeah said na make no but I say say business community no omdiye you say that I can say ohwe about 80 to 70% GDP China free ba yeah. Employment nom create enye even aban enti no say Drabin Ra Bank yesu ye hwe aden yesu ye yaboa eno enti na ye di say adwuma we na de wo mu ni say unso bi ko bank no so kwaje besia wo be hu say interest eguso no e bibi kase na Drabin Ra Bank mpanyifo tena se botaye ne say pese ye boa banks ye boa businesses no ko mo animu dia sa interest rate no ye nte so kra enti wo ba ya te so ye wo bibi bi ya friend lien obi wo beje besia yesifa bi to utu awia no abeje Drabin Ra Bank ya wavy ni chese ye gisa ne mani bebre na ye den e de afiri ho obi wo ho akwaje besia kakra yi ya se kofa document bebre na fabra including lease ni ade Drabin Ra Bank ya hwe ama ya streamline no said ebe ya wo customer na ebe boa nti enya document chinchin bia ebroso me ohwen so bi ho so o se me ba be ye bebre account buso bi wa entity ho aye tete wo e honom no eye bebre Drabin Ra Bank say ne ma ni nyina yi afri ho but aye ne say ye hwe said ebe ya your customers any business community no on be come anim na de man ya sonko an ne say nansen ya empanyfo tena ase na say ya mi kan e omo customers ni po ne didin ni ma Drabin Ra Bank enam ye modern bo a ye bonti na bank no kura wo butaye bi any din bi da so nanso said your customers ni hu ni said your kan makoma no ye si wo kwaya oni panyi ba kokodi o si we de asempa eno na ema ye de asempa loan no e de aba na asempa loan ni de mini ade ye ni obi ba begisa besiana unso bi ho otan de ye de niam begu osisi a ohia sika bi nanka matene ana wo de asoso mika say 1 billion 100,000 opa bibi ti say 100,000 no de asoso so da be ya niam na ye de abasisi ano ne nsa betimi aka no wo so aton no de akoye den akoye ni bibi kakra eno na Drabin Ra Bank ye de san hihye ye we ye fa na sempa loan eno de udru ho no ada no ane diskane mawo enye fa san na kofa document tintin bi abra kofa we bra kofa gara dano no a udru ho no a we de dru any of our branches na ka se opa sempa loan u business anase we bi aba uhia sika ententem ya na de atene udru wa Drabin Ra Bank ye de sika yi ebe ma e bia 1 billion aye titiska anasa 100,000 ye na sika yi uduru hono mo a enye se ebia ye kama aye nipa sum de but eye dwuma ye den yedi uduru ho enye fansa ne ye bekasa kofa document bra na emom wa wo niema bi a wo na chese ya assessment kakra bi na no ye de amount ne amount emre kakra so offer say na watwe na obetimi dia na odi aye so offer so say bosomi na obetimi dia na edi scanner wo ho sere be ya emre no na ye ka we ni nyina na interest no so eda so no eye bibi kete na no so me kan ne ka ya fixed deposit won say ye rate ne ka je say ye mpo dia wo ba wo na wo che ye dia wo pese wo ye de na mom ya say terms and conditions apply eye sika na ekuta ne dodo no eno na ye hwe so enema obi an sika enhyem pase and first sika enkoto baby every say bank A bank B and our bank B edi nhwamo Dwabin Rural Bank ye buy 41 years mu na ye wura yi ohwan so a best rural bank according to Ghana Chamber of Commerce and Industry enti kikanye bi ani ho wo ye ho wodi scan by mpanyifo na obetra se na wo ache wo rate a opese odeje na ye nso yakade eje emreko enti mencha no mejai eyi na ma menua banis ba de ye kan ne se business bi a wo ye se wo pe asomdwe wo pe se wo je besia no ebeboa na wo pe baby papa de usika to na bosomi bewu na bosomi miensa eye even savings ye the interest account ye ntetete ani dia enye bank bi ase Dwabin Rural
Bank Benis the business my
Mr. Pastor baby o tie free bia no opese Dwabin Rural Bank o frɛ na na ye adwuma Mr. Frɛ o number is so 0241 72 10 65 0241 72 10 65 and I said 0544 74 58 56 0544 74 58 56 and I said Mr. Pay a chair kwanya ye was Santi Dwabin Paso Dwabin honum na ye head office no
okay
Santi Dwabin him fie honum ma obehu Dwabin Rural Bank e wo ho obe just why traffic lights na say okọ onwen so onwen your market honum ma your monre so your taxi station honum if you are you of Mesa station honum ma obehu Dwabin Rural Bank your Roman Hill atonsu station honum ma obehu Dwabin Rural Bank oba KT gate 3 at the Shmine branch KT ene gate 3 ena ehwe ne mu pacho magazine new road udu abawa road junction hona ubuse Dwabin Rural Bank obi abetro pankro no so behu Dwabin Rural Bank market honum na pacho wa aboaso station ho a oba sepen so ayo Gaku house so free Dwabin Rural Bank na ne enye adwuma ne besumu yi
Dwabin Rural Bank mpanifo and ayate omo enkano Ricky ebeda sipa
yes sir that's me
na Benis ebeda mo as numbers no mesremo fa ho ebo Dwabin Rural Bank na unu ho da enya de nwanwa sese amanfo nyina atu aguso SMEs no titu omo nyina no person no Dwabin Rural Bank and our justice Redu International School ewo Kumawu and na your so birthday happy birthday we every day anima any unianum nyina no so we show happy birthday mintimi nko wabra Didi enuaba Zahara to Yendo and Zahara to Yendo and so birthday o Tachiman Krobo Nursing and Midwifery Training College and na your so birthday Zahara to Yendo, Didi, sister. Also, we show happy birthday. The Oje Biari Nankopon Onfa Emau na Unshrao. Nana ya Bimpoma, aka Ya Moon, and then also birthday, Ya Moon. And then your birthday, you show so happy birthday, Ya Moon, Nana ya Bimpoma. Namin na enjoy the day. Yedebesia. I'm a breaking news of the and so aba na amo aba be translate. I'm for messages on the by baby masa. Okay, fancy. Ya bon.
no abegu fam no betimi aboa ama ye fa nwa ya yetuo so mfa so no Ghana yetimi yenya bi yie na aboa ama yetimi di asomye man.
As in East States now, as a subset of a petroleum hub, so there wouldn't be anything like competition. If anything at all, it's going to be complementary efforts. And what I will say is that a hub, as we have it now, if you manage to implement it as the word and letter, like the way we plan to do it, it's going to change the landscape. I mean, it's going to change the dynamics and the calculus of the entire energy space, both the upstream and then the downstream. Why I'm saying that because if you look at the hub, it's just like Tor, Bost, Ghana Gas combined. Fortunately, we've operated Tor. We've operated it efficiently before. We want to bring it back and operate it. We have operated Bost. We are doing our best. We've operated Ghana Gas, and we are doing excellent as well. So operating these three infrastructures together, I mean, it's almost like integrating it. And if I don't forget, we operated Jetty, and we are still operating it efficiently. So bringing this, aggregating all these infrastructures together, give us a bit of hope or glimmer of hope that petroleum hub is something we can do and do efficiently. And if we do that, like I mentioned, it's going to help a lot within our energy space. Number one, if you notice the energy space, there's been a bit of segregation in terms of there's lack of that much of synergy between the upstream and then the downstream. Now we are working as CDOSLA to close that gap, and I think this gap, I mean this hub will be able to do that. Why I'm saying that because if you're an oil producer and you have a refinery, and then there's no clear-cut linkage between what you produced and what you import as a finished product, then you're not going to drive competitive advantage and energy security. So I see the hub as a game changer. We are praying that it's going to come to fruition and that it's not going to be competition with respect to Tor. If anything at all, it's going to be complementary. And the good thing is that we have huge market. For Tor, we have huge market for the petroleum hub within the
Now we yechi ena Dr. Suleimana eba becheche mu se ye hia se eye nipadom ne ekueku ahodo a wo mu nyina ye adwuma e wo fanwo adwuma no mu no wo mu nyina betimi aka abomu eso adwene na afie mbehunu kwane a befa so e de aye adwuma ne mfa so abaso.
Have always put, which I think they are doing and they've also taken it head on, is the fact that if you look at the figure in totality, it may scare you. I mean, it's in the neighborhood of our GDP. So you may say, where are you going to get $60 million from? It's ambitious, but not unsurmountable. What I say is, they've already started the segregation. They're starting with the first phase of over $12 million, and that is doable. So the key advice is to segregate it. And when you also segregate it and you go to the capital market, you're not going to scare anybody off. And I think they are already doing that. They are on course, and I support the strategy of partitioning it, modeling it into various financial models in terms of the quantum. Let's say starting with 12 billion, I think that's the way to go. And if you also want me to ask that with energy transition, where are we going to get this money from? I think we're going to get the money. I think with concerted effort, especially if you look at the nature of our downstream and then the way it is vibrant, any investor looking at the nature of our downstream that controls about 7 to 8% of our GDP, I think that's enough catalyst to be able to drive investors into a sector of that nature. Yeah, so I think we've learned enough lessons to the extent that, I mean, we make them independent, number one. We start with them with partnership. And if you notice the cooperation, we're going to have a partnership, hopefully. So if you have a partnership, what it does is that efficiency-wise is guaranteed. So that way or that model, I think, is an excellent starting point, where government of Ghana is not taking the liability upon itself of $12 billion. That's going to be huge. But creating that enabling environment to drive the required partnership, I think, is the way to go. And I think that's a massive learning point.
Fei ya bawra eyekwa adwuma mu ne yahwe kokoo ho nsem. Dr. Randy Abe yakane na nkoye adwuma ewo Metro TV no yensantroni. Aban baaye wamani tumidie kese so nkoye kokoo board CEO. Na se wone Ghana kokoo akuafo ehyiahia. Enranso one akuafo bi ahia ewo nkawe. na dwumadie na se no na Dr. Randia be bebo amane sa abanya ya wotwa mu no ekwaje bosi America fo sika no mo pepema ha no aduosia miensa 263 million US dollars sa omode hye koko adwuma no se de be na yare aya etena koko so no mbetimi etu ase na sa bosia no botae nyina ne se nanka ba be 156,000 hectares eye koko afuo kese pa sa enso Randia be kirem so oba ye 40,000 hectares pe ena se sika no omutimi de ye ho adwuma na sika no aya aka no na afa wo kirem so omusa so kra de 700 million bi wo pepem be ya henso esan wram ni nyina adwuma no wo mantumi anwie na so omutimi wie ya anka beboa ma koko no dodo be 200,000 tons de o my Ghana yensa betumi aka enra bra wo na ekuafo hia ye won ka awie no na ode sa nchiremu ma ya we nti obo no homodin bia se ode ne nai besi form ama koko rehabilitation adwuma no o matimi awie
as a problem 40% of your farms affected by Sasapro and a cocoa board me bo me say ma omunya asa idea no say e wo say e ko gisika pudro near the major rehabilitation. You the crack or two parliament. Say a rehabilitation, but say 156,000 hectares. Now, 156,000 hectares. Yet to me, the minimum, 156,000 tons. Ebe Ghana production. In fact, that would have been the biggest legacy of cocoa. Yakojiska $263 million. $263 million. Minu kai koko na muchani yeditia. $263 million. And yes, tam cocoa board sika 700 million Ghana. Ekam. Yaya only 40,000. 200 and not initially I said the 223 million and I 156,000. Yeah, the 40 million irrigation. In Penifano Sako Bank for one say irrigation, then Munchum, Namufa $40 million, rehabilitation. Into 223, 263. Omuriano and so on. And almost I got cocoa board, I got 700 million cities. Ebeka 263 million. See, idea 156,000 hectares. Yayamu 40,000. 40,000. 263 million dollars no call. 700 million cities no call. It phase 2 near 27,000 na aka muremu. Ti ano na maka tell me pay for say yempeo they are ato sini dia no yenja organizations e wo ho a e omo adwuma so mo hwehwem. But when anya abo ho kadada yetumi nja nsi muremu no musa. Enti yembo modi ane empe sika yemfre contractors ne trust. Ne ehwe se ne yebetumi akọ back. No makododo ho ne koko na ashine yi no munsan plant bio na yentumi fa sa 27,000 no embre on board because 27,000 e ba then also contribute minimum of 27.
Enti Dr. Randia Be amfane nsem na nso ho na o kire mu se sa ban foforo yi ba yi won be sia eye new road contract foforo kra ya omode ama no ka bia ye da kire no enye kakuma eno nso mu nkire mu sei no kan no
cocoa roads e cocoa roads e kwaninge ye buy cocoa roads contract akoko mo na sanye 21 billion cocoa board in your ministry of roads 21 billion of our see amount 10 years ra oyi wo expenses ni na ebo a wode cocoa na yi na 21 billion of our minimum ka say contractors omo awie adwuma a omo de omo certificate aba ya approve say say etu omuka a da cocoa board say 4.4 billion omo yo omo adwuma omo certificate da ho 4.4 billion sas kan e go fa we enti e very easy for me say me ka so Mercy Hospital mo bo say mama me anya sa ochina matumi ama contract but minim pefe said the ame en go board in this card e yen tro e na metwa e politics e na me
Ewienti Dr. Randy Abbey, new CEO Magana Cocoa Board enana ekase. Na sambe kaya eye obenimbo suminu ne da na etoso be ya dadru no. Ena Attorney General ekwachi wo rabia e friend se kwabna dubuahen. Aka ne nanka onepani power dan National Signals Bureau ano. Na ebra ya omo che no mfiti ase no ora na bebo amane ese ye mfa so mo charges bia emo no. Enra yi ena chisa charges na dodo no a ebeto odwa. Na ne mra ni mfu ebi ni wora Samuel ata achia aba be kirekire mu se asem no eche dodo ni die no eche se sei no wo mu san de na kohyem enafu anso biem ame ye ka sai bosumi aye wo mi da etoso dadu enam yensa eno mbesan afresa asemi na enumu eno wora Samuel ata achia ebo amane ese de ade na koduro no ombeso ne Attorney General kra betwetwe nkomo bie wanhwe yiye kra na sumase obi atumi a record na ekira wonsem no ebeda ne asem foforo kra na de wo mu jo no kasem enam ne kwaso entwa yiye wora Samuel atachia entri muni.
Yes, it's a long winding matter, but we are out of the woods for now. And we'll see how we soldier on.
How confident are you come 13th of May?
Well, it's a storm in the teacup. Somebody is trying to pretend that when you incarcerate Governor Dubuahin, you solve the IMF problems.
On Wednesday, you were very confident that the state may not have enough on this witness tampering, and also your client couldn't even have tampered with any witness. What might have changed for him, for the judge to have remanded him based on this plea?
The judge was doing what they call a balancing act. It's not on the strength of what the Attorney General has, but on the fact that you don't have to toy also with the liberty of the individual. So what the Attorney General wanted, the judge said no, it's too long. So just use 7 days, and whatever you think is residual to whatever you've done, and then come before me. But you see, this undermines totally what they are touting in the press, that they've gotten all the evidence against them, and they should even come for plea bargaining. This is a lottery of a trial. That we should all look at it from the perspective of the razzmatazz and the theatrics. This is a very painful somersault for the attorney.
Enti nipa na okase ye owura Samuel atachi amranim fo a wo mu gina mu adi owura nasem ama no no pani pa na na ekase na okyerekire mu sese kra no mpeso ne ga na ban lawyer pani kra bedi nkomo bi abi wanhwe anachena nkomo aye ombedie no amanfo bi akosesa na no kra akọ record no enti sese no mbetwen na ohun ne say de bi epoto kasem ye fe ne say delay tactics enkrofo ne boa pa na atwi asem ni nya se de be no owura no ne ho be kire no na so ye dan ya asem no ni die beduru ho ombetumi aka na no na ebeto odwa se eye nana mampon hene ekwakura we fra na ntima tintin mu ma ye mampon hema na naja komedi fie ne mpanimfo ba otumfo na aso a omode amanebo ebebo no na mampani dada be de kire Dr. Mamudu Baumia so ne ho kani Rasa Mira Baumia omabo anan ekoye mampon akosra na nanom ene mampon hema Dr. Mamudu Baumia ekasai ekire se nana wei anase yewra kwa ya wokọ akura yi nokwasem age ne nsem na ebra na yewra te ase no ofa one na yire se na busua ne bibia enti asam no ya esi ya wo nya ne nte yesa no ebo wo pusa age wo nsem kra nanso wo kura de enkwantu menye idie na asedamom enom de be ma asafo awrade se ode na mampon hene ebe dom asanteman Ghana man eni wiase nyina na nebremu nso wafa no ekro na sade etie no enya de se obi betimi esi ho kwan emom ha adwene de agensemu nanso de enom betimi ayo ede afa ho ewie na nana mampon hene ekura ya wokura yi ehun semi so ne ebegina na ya home so akofa aboafo adwadie nkratso kuma bi ne yabayeba yense market chi do so pa yensi so madaroma ye de nyina bebremo ye basesia. Esame ahwefo ne etiefo nyina kwa babio ba Kessben television so afi yetoa yakase no so. NPP amanyo ko no madom frefo abede ekire. Ene Hajia Safia Mohammed one eye emadodo no ana efe constituency ni polling station executives a wo bunu east akosia ayenhyiamu. Enhyiamu no se no ene obo ma na mane ese na no ya omokoto abai. Enkunimde ntimi amade nanso eni se eno no timi ma ebu obi abam omunyina sanke ka omuhumbom biem na mo nsore waka kire se yedania asese no de eden na abade na nso ade atia eni ma besan ayemre enso besan to amefom ayemra ma MPP na fe wo matimi asan aba etu obesre so omunyina besan ka omuhu abomu aye adwumaden na MPP asan agina ne na aso bio obesre pa se si edi enkamomu eni adwumaden eno muhia
Northern regions. And one na me Bono region any ahafo na me Bono East. Sani ebeya ye be share man and crime. We share Ghana your population a man kwa ye 51 to 52% of the population. Which they say a man ye timi tutu ye ni me year 4 years ebebe sisia enkwa ni ahondin ene hia. Nti yenye man na so mo so call back to various constituencies no mu kosiesie nema polling station women organizers electoral area former female executive former female appointees omo no mu kosiesie constituencies na 2028 beba no na ejaya tutu ye neme yie me yemfa nkodi enkunim bio ene na me frɛ me ma me bɔ na ma ne sɛ yenkoda ma na ase me show mu kran obi wo ho experience Benam say about one I come be soon say ye kwa ebe lusuti. Ye wie ne na ba mu o see experience no me de kotena fie nya de amekobio. Ye kwa rounds no obi bi o ye na adwen say elections mean security elections bi mo de experience no be kwa kotena fie no. Ya show mo kran o mo anya san new energy ne say going into 2028 no nya de ebe is ye here experienced people. Ye hear omo atina party no in terms of rainy season ne dry season na because rainy season ne dry season na say ye call opposition baako ne e ba power 2016 na bi ni me wo ho aye call as opposition leaders and then say opposition we a leader ye per best researchers no omo atina 2024 elections aye ni omo call yo mu say we ye call ha enye yi nti ye tutu ye ne meyi ana ye de we kwa ebe yi nti enu to na me de to me ho so as the deputy national women organizer say me ma me nyi hodia mint na ho me call rounds na makoda ma na ase na me san show mu kura nse
Honorable Safia etwa ne nsem no so na oboma na mane se obia manabamumu na nanu nkungu ne na enye obi mfom so toa na manfo anto aba no nanso ye de ne MPP besan ababio
na for na say MPP mo free senior high mode buy ne ye ni anso there be nya Ghana for some level of apathy in a bar party I contributed to your defeat in 2024. Until me wo gidie ni arehemu say tutu ye neme yi ayenso ye betutu ye neme yi. Come 2028 inshallah by the special grace of God MPP Ghana for be my another massive endorsement. Ni entoa ejuma pa ye for 8 years no more than my
Fei ye free bunu east na ye besia ko my Ghana kropon kese enkran mu. One made dwuma kese bi wo hwa ye friend is Women in Sustainability Africa Summit. E was said dwumadie na se no kam ye se bibremu amampani for matitru no dodo no a ebabi. Na ora Rashid Pelpo ebe kasa wo dwumadie na se ansama ya wo de to ma na nimu ene se obesre se ma no de o na yebesi fom yie pa ene ma efawie mu nsakra ye ho ya brabo ebetimi atumpon e ma no nhwa so mo de o ho ebeji mu na afe ya yo nseseye ene mra hodo a efa ema ye dwuma yo ho na eno natimi abo agina machi na ya brabo atimi atumpon.
The role of woman is very central, and Women's Sustainability Africa is depicting every single idea of how we can seize the potential of women and reflect it in our totality in development. As a party and from my ministry, we are committed in making sure our policies are geared towards supporting women, and that will be reflected in our amended labor law.
Yora Rashid Pelpo eya ban so afo ya wo hwe Ghana adwumayefo yensem so na so afo ya wo hwe ema emofra ene mmemma ensem so wo mai Ghana mu ene honorable na momolati ono nso kasai bebre ede nsema wodo aye fa ema abrabo ho adwumayefo ensem ne se ne ma nyina ono nso ede tudwa ne nkyeremu aya wo de mai no kan sei
normally no yen recognize ema ejuma yeye ewo afane bia ye friend no caregiving, one of the aspects which takes a lot of women's time. Usha ye nyini no ye kire yen se nya ye hwe ye nuanom nketenkete se wo ye penia se unye penina wo ya kwala, you are taught as a girl how to take care of others until we grow up with this caregiving role. Who say these caregiving roles, no, they are not supposed to be paid. They are not income generating. And so we will say most people come and then they offer these services for free. So see and I try say you better regulate some of the activities but the major challenge is say we spend our years and our time giving care, offering free care to ebusia
na dwumadie na se no na ya se wa eka emampanimfo ne atitiri wa mo ba dwumadie no ase no ho bi ono so se mo de tu dwa sei no kan no
state that we came to meet it na emma ebedi aginamu enu nti na ya launch sa Women in Sustainability Africa no organization be organization bia aya ne ho se bobo ama no ene makuakuo ho afenso ene companies ene other institutions omo ye ma ho adwuma ele be ye adwuma se ne be ya ye beka bibia bom ne de aboa ma ye de ne se ye bepemwa ama even other NGOs any CSOs any ade se ne be ya ye ma kan ko ebeko nanim na ene nso ya launch enuoma mienu ba ko se e wo se ye hu se ye de sika hye memu a ejina ye investment in women and there's a return on investment because emma etimi adwumaden etisi etimi bam emboa mama ba esra on betimi aye more
Fei wama she ensentro for da ehofa ewon kran potoka se me friend is a World Freedom Day na dwumadie na se no Australia ban no anamusini kese wo my Ghana mu Her Excellency Bernice Owen Jones ekasa bebre nsama ya ode tu dwa no na efa eya akwanya eda ho emansentrofo na nso wunya kwan no yesa so wo hawa hodo bebre wo mu a wanhwe ya wo ko anim hu no nsentro ebetimi ato wo okasa fa sa ne ma nyina ho we nti o kire mu hu hia ya hia sei nsentro benya kwan anasa akwanya de ye friend se freedom obede ne ho na watumi ede ye na adwuma no a ebeboa man sentrofo adwuma na timi akwana anim we nti obesa so asre biewu sei ade asese ya ba ye de pay information ya ye friend say AI eno so ye de ye adwuma ye hwe ni ye na ye hunu kwan ye befa so de ye adwuma ye ne so aba mfa so amaye
GH and the AfriMaps network, Bluecrest College of course, and media partners for organising what I'm sure will be a very insightful conversation on the future of free expression in an era of increasingly shaped by artificial intelligence. May 3rd is a date which celebrates the fundamental principles of press freedom. It is an opportunity to evaluate press freedom around the world, to defend the media from attacks on their independence, and to pay tribute to journalists, including those who have lost their lives in the exercise of their profession. Australia is actively advocating for the protection of journalists and freedom of expression in international fora such as the Human Rights Council, and Australia is a member of cross-regional groups like the Media Freedom Coalition and the UNESCO Group of Friends on the Safety of Journalists.
Na we no ena Raymond Smith ono se ne panin pa ya wada AfriMaps network ano de Her Excellency Bernice editu dwai ono so to mu nkyene na no cheche mu sa de ya friend say AI no amase emefan centrofo adwuma na mom centro ni woda so akwanya se obetimi akoso aye wonhwehwe mu ya AI no so betimi aboa wo na no ne mesa na mu na mom ebem wadwuma aye mrama wo.
We are going to mark World Press Freedom Day, a day when we pause to reflect on the fundamental right to freedom of expression and the crucial role free press plays in upholding democracy and good governance in our society. Today we assemble under a theme, freedom of expression in the face of the AI revolution. Even though experts are here to do justice to this thought-provoking field, it is important to state that artificial intelligence is not just knocking at our doors. It is already seated at our newsrooms desk, in our newsrooms, on our screens, and increasingly in our decision-making process. The fact is that AI technologies are reshaping and the information landscape is in. Let me take that in. The fact is that AI technologies are reshaping the information landscape in profound ways. These tools offer immense potential to enhance journalistic work, amplify voices, and streamline content production. However, they also bring with them a host of ethical, legal, and societal challenges that we must confront with clarity and courage.
Ora no nkasa ye chi na ora John Kumia ono so ne penny power that communication and journalism ano e wo Bluecrest College ano enso di we eto aso.
She actually spoke on the theme and the challenges that we are facing now with AI. Some young students, some practitioners think that AI is actually coming to take over their job. I think AI is here to advance the course of journalism, content creation. I mean, the key thing is that we're not just doing this in isolation. We actually have a tech person who do the presentation of the theme, AI and journalism. For us, we started this conversation last year. And so last year it was AI, the impact on journalism. And when we checked the global theme from the UN offices, it was the same thing that was assigned for everybody to talk about. And so we said, why not? Let's explore what AI is actually contributing. It's not going to take anybody's job away. Right? if you know how to use AI. It will rather advance the work we do as new generators. I think that we'll get to a time, yes, as much as you want to send reporters across, the street.
Afei yaba apomodin ensemu. Professor Dr. Ochre Ademensa oni CEO ma Komfanoche Teaching Hospital yes CIA ka say you Komfanoche project no ono rasa me adubuache ene de animu say CIA ka say abaya ya wote adwaso mampani John Dramani Mahamane da no say waye n'adwuma no emfie mienu nanka aka emfie mienu wɔ n'anim onye die nanso ye benyu obi e wɔ n'achi a obetimi ahye nanan na waye adwuma no enti Ademensa mfa n'adwuma ento hɔ sɛ CEO e wɔ Komfanoche de mpesa me kire nyina ne sɛ mampani apam Professor Ochre Ademensa sɛ onye adwuma e wɔ Komfanoche sɛ CEO biem na nei wa mo yo nhyiamu one wura kwabena minta kando abanso afo ayi no ya wo hwe oman Ghana ya pomuden ensam so one no enehyiaye ma san komotwetwe yi ekoso ensentwerefo aya wo mko obi kire mu senhyiamu no eye asomdwie mu ema wura kwabena minta kando da wura na se Professor Ochre Ademensa wada na se pa se ono an kasakra personally no emre bi okonya ka nkwanhie ka kuma bi enka ne nkwa efri ne nsa enso Professor Ochre Ademensa yedu obetimi bia se obetimi aboa no ama na tenase enti se yeyi mampani kra se wasoma ne so omeda na se e wadwuma pa ya wayo no eto nkyene a ono kwabena minta kando abanso afa wo hwa apomuden ho nsam so no kra no e de na sedaka na Professor Ochre Ademensa no kwasem wo mu kirem so wabo adwuma pa e wo Komfanoche se Komfanoche betimi aye eye ayaresabia obia pe na obia ni so eje ho waye adwuma no nanso aban se wo po obi foforo ama na betoa so openima anasa bosomi du ba kono enfie ene adrono mienu November 2022 ena oje ne contract se Komfanoche CEO enfie nan ena nanka e wona nimu wayo enfie mienu aka enfie mienu nanso aban sesa entidi akoba ene se wo so de na dwuma eto ho wono nso gina wei so ede na seda kese edma nanado danko akufu ado mampani aya watwa mu ene MPP aban aya watwa mu se omma no se akwanya no se obetumi abeye CEO na fe nipa ya sesi e wo bayin so obesere Komfanoche mpanimfo nyina se obi a emfa na hoden ya obetumi se de omde ma no emfa mu asa nipa no ma ono nso entimi nye na adwuma ne yi yetwa yensem no so mampani kufo ba ye ne nhihye yahodro bebra ya wode ba ye ni bi eye nnuane aye no a ewo schools ahodro mu government schools aban schools ahodro mu de boa men kwada anu anka wo munni anidaso enti no amuti fie no akwada ba school anya hwe obenya kakra bi di ato na ya ase na watimi asua de aye fa ne school feeding program e free mampani kufo breso na de na koso a na challenges wo hawo eni akwansidie bebre ewom ene ya ye kasai de abeto dwa and it's a caterers one more no aduane e wo school feeding no mu nyina obia contract ya twam ya terminate obia contract enti third term ya school so no ebewra mu no caterer bia ni ho a wono aduane under school feeding program ya bema no kwan ama third term waduane ubetimi anoa enti obia na wo contract ene wusika ya aka mu no aban mu mpanimfo aye krado se betua obi sika e de ama no eti wo na oye ketra no fa se wotim se enkwada yi bebie school nyame ya doma na awotwe aye besimu no wo sesa won kuku no won kaka wona de sen baabi a wakwaje bosia ya wode ye adwuma hwe na fa bibia akwoto baabi a wose da esan se tete mu no se ketres no enuane no afo no obi ani hwa ye be ma no kwan amana no aduane biem yesi obi a contract no etrase Hewi na mahwefo no metiefo madaro ma megina we so adane me hukuma bi me ba ye de adwade kase ebesom Yesan eme ho akwa babio adwedie ekase mu no abanya ya etwa mu ne breso no yehu so my Ghana ye sika no aye de friend sesidi no ebeda afom na hoden eba afom pa ma efe na adwadifo bre papa enei wobi de dollars dodo sei kwoto ne ma na sesidi sa ade enkyere no na ade na sa paganti na amanfo sika ehye na beye enafu akakra ni nhwehwemu abeto dwane sesese ye sidi na sa pagya na hoden ekosoro na hoden a ekosoro no nam so ama wo mo so eti nkrofo ama so no mo so ni abre pa first na nkoye adwuma enya kakra bi de bafia etumi si ni dan abrosan etumi si kyerese sidi na kofom enti onya dollar kakra bi na ne de ba na abeye bebre wo ha se Ghana adwuma yefo no eno o mani age na so mo ti nkrofo ama so no mo nsusu pa na no na se ni yesi nkrofo bi keka se yesi governor amrado awada Bank of Ghana anono ena womode dollars bebre ewura wo man no yesika semu ama sei no enam sama yesidi no na hoden akosoro ama dollar no so abafom na nei wo Dr. Johnson Nesiama ya one governor ne nsantwofo ACI ensam odi tudwa ene se de wo ka no nokra bia nim na ebom sei no matimi atototo niema nyina yie enti se de first aka ne na nka manfo nim no sei enye sa enetie eniema sesa ama sei sidi na hoden ayekoso no enye obi na etweska agumu enye obi na akwaje bosia bi dia ba be rubber bi na mmom ensese ya aban no de agu fom na aboa ama sansesa ye we etumi aba Afi yede ama hodro so nsem ena esom wa ama hodro so nsem no ye kwa chili na chili man no mpanimfo abebo amane se na anu ye kame asase woso kakra bi esi asase woso ya esi ye no wanhwe ya wochena ebetimi de ade aye friend se tsunami enframa ne nsu kese ebebo afamanfo so anu nti obia ya wote eyempo ano fam no obia hwe so betimi asore afiri ho ene ese obetu kwan akomantam foforo mu na wakope wadamfo bi nchen no wakotena busuani bi nchen na abekọ akotena no so yo ne ntem ente se nsu kese betimi abetwi afamoso a amane ya ebobo ba no enyasem kuma akra we ntom be srese de be na chena bi eye ka emeto man no so amanfo ho emekọ ahohiahia ne ahokyere mu nti de aban no aka no na monyo no saa emasundwe emra Efe yemonra enigide kase moyin ewa enigide kase mu no Senegalese ya wasan so eye American ntini kase pa ne din ene akon oto nyom ye fa ye afrobeat eho ana ase ne nyom no eye afrobeat na no ne ensantrofo ene woni abene pa yie wonyom to adwuma no mu etwetwe nkomo ena no mu bisa no efa wono nso kra no ne modern ya wabo e wonyom to ne afrobeat enyom to no mu ena so me so kra mabɔ me ho mmɔden pa me ka wo ma wo mabɔ mmɔden ato nyom ama afrobeat na timi apagya pa na wone actress yes ni twene a ne din ene Sherry Shepherd ene mpanimfo bi ena na atwetwe nkomo ode sansemi eto dwem wo kyerɛkyerɛ mu sɛ wa produce nyom ahodro bebre na ye FIFA 2010 kra bɔrɔbɔ kensie kɛse aye ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ South Africa no na ɔwɔ hɔ walanche nyom edefa ho afei ewo abibima mu 208 ene dwumadi ahodro ya akoso bebre nyina no otimi release nyom ya ebi ye freedom album eno no 208 eno de sa nwumi eba abonten emfi ahodro bebre eno de aye sa dwuma ya ebi eye P Square no ma oni o maka bomu atoto nyom entene so bi so pese ohun adwuma ya wajo efa afrobeat ho ama sa side no timi agina yia yentimi yini mfrim ono so kra agba no ho modin yie pa ye bompanimfo bi die ni kwase yetumi eyini mfrim wie na mahwefo ne matifo madaroma enefia da nwumre boja ye kase ai di free Kessben television so ebremo no madaroma ni nyina awie ni ofa kofia pia franka du sei ene newsroom fo nyina na boabo akase na no e ma me na ba me engine room nso a ora Stefan Kwachi samo sapon sanso e na eye set ne woni a aka nyina God's love setachia nyina so ka ho bi ene hwe ye mfidie no e ma me wo modoso kasa me fa bra bobodin no a adagye ebebome medin ne akua yeboa esuama the prophetess na wohwe miti ya esumi wege kesi ya esumi dia na chese Brightina beauty salon ya wo adwuma techiman container one sesi me kama ya mede ma hofe abetena he Brightina beauty salon kwa etira wodo nyina obetimi ahwe na wasiesi wo medin bio ne akua yeboa esuama the prophetess wada wase mama omo ne hwe anitia odehye